Did you lose aggro to something? Real quick.
Alright, welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Where last we left off, you had been journeying further through the second floor, had encountered a band of the Xanathar, guarded by a zombie beholder that's very quickly before your collective might. You went a little further through, took care of the rest of their forces, and spared one of the bugbears for your own purposes. Ended up giving him rather profound existential questions, including questioning the nature of his own identity, before ultimately pushing him through a magical gateway to a deeper level of the dungeon.
I forgot about that.
We'll see what happens
so
with
did
him
I.
eventually.
I remembered that.
I
Wow.
completely forgot about that one.
Yeah, same. That was a lot of fun as well. It was great.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, that was a process. Thank you for that. That was entertaining. Anyway, you've had a short rest. You've had a short rest in an abandoned Dwarven armory. Most of the equipment is well beyond repair, but there is a good stock of serviceable weapons and armor of various kinds. So if you haven't already, if there are any weapons or armor you would like to pick up, let me know and I will see if it's present. No?
I'll just. That.
Is there a dart in here?
There certainly would be darts. War darts of Dwarven make. I assume you don't want just one.
No, I wanted just one.
Yeah, get one. Get telekinesis, magic dart,
Yeah.
and then since you're blue, you need to just get like a horn and whistle, and you'll be yondu.
And there it is.
Dang it!
I knew what you were going for as soon as you said
Oh,
telekinesis.
I thought so. I thought I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I just want. I literally just want one dart.
Make an investigation check.
Ah, investigation. +0. 13.
You find a small crate that has that many darts in it.
Cool. I take one.
Certainly. Add singular dart to your inventory.
Yay!
I'll
One
make
dart.
it. I'll make a point of I turn back to normal because I think I was still whatever we named that bugbear.
Rigby.
I still was him. Yeah, Rigby. I was still Rigby when we short rested, I think. So I turned back to normal.
What do you mean by
Ah,
normal,
Rigby,
to be
what
clear?
Wait, what?
What do you define as normal?
Sylvanas, like white normal changeling form.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Relish.
So the white the
Yeah.
shimmering white semi-featureless form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thought I'd clarify that.
Still Relish to me.
All
Yeah,
right.
Tim's got me keeping a list now of all my characters.
I thought that would be helpful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's good.
It is,
There's a
yeah.
lot.
yeah.
It also means for the sake of like infiltration and stuff like that, you can keep track of any notable characters that you've made use of.
Yeah. The last one I have on my list at the moment is Rigby the Bugbear, and in brackets, very stubborn existential crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a great sword on these racks anywhere?
that is a good question. Most of this stuff is of Dwarven make, so
Yeah.
most of the
I don't know
swords
if
would be the larger swords would largely be a little smaller for you, so not quite great sword size. But
Okay.
by all means, make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, -1. This ought to be good. 15.
15. Sorry, I'm just trying to find that room description again.
Just the club of we don't do anything with investigation, but we still do well.
I know.
Yeah. It is that one.
I was learning a skill, I think.
Yeah, sure. It does take you a little while searching through the various things. Under one of the piles of rougher, like pole arms and stuff like that, you do find a great sword of dwarvish style. It's a little shorter than you'd like, but seems to have been made for a fairly stout dwarf that would have liked a longer blade than most others.
Awesome. And I will take that.
Excellent. By all means.
Sword.
Alright. Where do you wish to
Okay.
proceed?
This door.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think there's only one door.
Mm.
Yes, that is true.
And I got Sergey.
Okay.
Don't even remember where we came from. Oh, right, there's the portal.
Rosina wanders up to the gateway and stands there strangely scribbling madness in his spell book and speaking at it, speaking into the air about it, seemingly trying to have some conversation with the voice. Whether he's actually communicating with her or not, you can't tell. That
Sometimes
certainly seems to be
silence.
what he's trying to do.
Gonna leave him. He's fine.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Okay.
I wanted to cast silence on him so he couldn't speak.
Do you have silence?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
You might want to take it when you level up.
Yeah, I probably will.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
All the same.
Now, which way did we come? We came in this way, didn't we?
From that way and from the north is where you came. There
Oh,
is still a
that's
good
right.
chunk of the a fairly large amount of area that there must be further to the north that you haven't yet explored, or you can continue further south.
Right. I don't think we've gone through that door.
We should go through this door.
Yeah.
So let me just...
Who's our local rogue?
Yeah.
We
Sorry, just expand.
Open this door.
What door? Where? Oh, you're over it now.
Go
Come
down
on.
here. Yep.
Through the
Come
hallway.
on, keep up.
is the door locked?
The door does not appear to be locked.
Is it trapped?
You can make an investigation check if you like.
Sure.
I'll have a look.
No, I
You
will.
got it then.
10. My
Somebody else
investigation
check
is 0.
it. Somebody else check it.
You run your fingers along the door frame, looking around for any potential traps and stuff like that. And in the process of doing so, the door opens.
Oh. Ooh,
Okay.
Strange light.
Yeah.
Sergey, go. No.
Yes. You do notice a low red light throughout this chamber.
It's a kiln.
It is not a kiln.
Damn it.
The arched 30-foot high ceiling of this long hall
Oh,
is studded with glowing red crystals that seem to be casting this dim light.
so
And
can anyone else see what I see?
Yeah.
everyone can see what you see because this hall is lit.
Yeah.
This is not relying on your magical vision.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't
at
even
the
think about
far
that.
end, appears to be two ballista sat in front of a large double door.
What is the distance of that?
It should be
look like
about
they've been-
170, 180 feet from where you are.
Yeah.
So
it is.
it is actually beyond your vision, your magical vision, Sylvanas.
Yeah.
I can't hit that in any regard.
Mm-hmm.
Those things look like they've been ripped straight out of like Elder Scrolls.
You are welcome to make a Arcana check, any of you who wishes to.
I do not wish to.
I'll make an Arcana check.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's a wizard.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember how
Oh.
it works.
That's a natural one.
That
Maybe I will try.
That's the other thing.
No,
annoying
it was
thing about
worse.
Baldur's Gate.
Higher roll,
I
lower
rolled a
modifier.
4.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 with 0 modifier.
Gordonian. You've not seen anything exactly like this before, but you still understand a good bit about various magics and things like that, especially being a transmutation wizard. You can very much see the evidence of these being constructs. The exact nature of them you can't figure out, but you do get the idea that they are constructs. Given their presence, you can fairly reasonably guess that they are set up to guard this space, and they don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
Love it when a natural one is enough to get some information.
Because you got a +6 to Arcana.
Yeah, it's great.
Look, I like to be reasonably free with information that you would reasonably not.
And crit fails and crit successes don't affect ability checks.
And that.
No.
Unless you play
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, in which case it does, and it ruins so many things.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you're a transmutation wizard. You have every reason to know that these are constructs. Beyond that, no idea.
Yeah, you're a big nerd.
Are you telling this to the rest of us?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely tell it to the rest of you.
Oh, good, because I was about to walk down this path. Who can turn invisible?
Ooh, that'll be. I think I've just built yet a spell. Let me just check.
Wrong campaign. I don't have ring of invisibility.
Oh no, I don't actually.
Yeah.
Rallis, go.
It doesn't quite work like that.
Oh.
I can be as sneaky as I want, but that's a lit up hallway. They can see me.
Well, the closest I can be for a spell is fireball. I have to be 150 feet away. I can be 150 feet away.
I could use
140, I would've
darkness to
thought.
sneak up on them, but I'd have to be within
Hmm?
60 feet of them.
What was that, Tim?
140, I would have thought.
It's 150. I'm looking at it right now.
Interesting. Because 120 is usually the range of things like that.
Yeah, except for fireball, which is 150.
Yeah.
Would this spell magic work on constructs?
Make an Arcana check.
Hello. I'm willing to
better.
bet
That one's
they're
better.
a bit
Yes!
too advanced for that.
It depends on the construct, is probably the best answer to that. Some certainly are fragile enough an enchantment that Dispel Magic can immobilize them for a minute or so. as with other fairly permanent effects. These appear to be fairly ancient dwarf make, which, if they are still operational at all, they are a very secure enchantment, if that makes sense. So you might
Probably
be able
not.
to mobilize them for a round or two with Dispel Magic, but you couldn't guarantee it.
Okay.
It's okay, I've got a plan. Has anyone got an arrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I borrow an arrow?
No.
Oh, actually, no, you could use the arrow.
You were just in an
no, actually,
armor.
Yeah, I know. It would be better if I use the arrow, actually. See, the plan is, I put darkness on an arrow, and then I shoot an arrow over at them, and then it covers them in darkness, and then we can just walk up the hallway with not much issue.
What, just walk up the hallway and then just come out of the darkness?
There, they might. I mean, have we got any better ideas?
Can I also just ask you to make a stealth check while you're speaking about these
Standing.
plans?
Yep.
Just standing in the open. Is this all of us?
Wait,
Rip.
because I feel it's necessary. Let me cast Pass Without a Trace first.
Yay!
Yes,
So that's
Good.
plus 10.
Yep, plus 10.
It probably won't help a whole lot when we're in the hallway, but back here it might
No.
help.
Just in case we get a really bad roll right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause as
I
soon
got
as we're in that
22.
hallway, there's nothing to cover us, and it's lit up, so it won't do a whole lot.
Sergei's actually got good stuff.
And then we each need to roll for stealth.
Yes,
Right.
each of you who is contributing to the conversation needs to roll for stealth.
I'm gonna make Sergei roll it anyway because he's probably just talking crap.
yeah.
Which actually, I will say, I won't let you have cast the Pass Without Trace.
Aww.
Yeah, you hadn't thought to do that ahead of time, and I asked for a snap roll.
Fine.
Fine. There's 20. Sergei's still got a 24.
What did you get?
Well, I'm gonna roll.
12.
Right.
Should I roll stealth as well? Because I was participating.
Yes, please do.
Oh. Yeah.
Rip.
Excellent.
That's the real reason
I roll it?
I have disadvantage on stealth for my armor.
Oh, cool.
Good job.
It,
My
my roll 20 isn't working properly, so I'll just reload.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yep. Now, firstly, sorry. Yeah. You don't notice anything at this point. Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay. We could just go down the other door to the
Yeah, we
south.
could do that.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope
Yeah.
it goes around.
Why don't you do that? I'm just gonna stand here.
I guess. Do we want to check the door first, or?
Yeah, I can investigate it.
Hey
Do I
Tim,
roll for
Yes.
that?
do the roll bit first.
Nice.
Are you casting this, or just pointing it
What?
out? Never mind. Sorry, my thing moved. Sorry, my chat log
They're opening a
thing
door.
rolled way back up to a spell that you'd cast at some point.
Oh.
Never mind. Investigation 17 on the door.
Yeah.
There does not appear to be any trap on it.
Alright, awesome.
Okay.
You also haven't noticed any traps on basically any other doors so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which has been a bit interesting.
just gonna walk forward a step.
Lots of adventurers
very
come through
high
this place, and so, as well as all sorts of other creatures, So, if there, in a lot of cases, if there ever was a trap, it may well have been disarmed and removed long ago.
Well, the
Not
reason-
every case.
Yeah.
There certainly are still
'Cause
functional traps about.
Yeah, because my counter argument to that would be it's a magical dungeon where we can't actually change the layout of the dungeon, and there's things that seem to repeat themselves, so it's entirely possible you have traps that exist with the same rules. So there's a trap that you can try to disarm it, but it will always happen if you go through that door, etc.
Yeah.
Or at least that would be my theory on a lot of things.
That is the case for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But a lot of the more mundane type things, like simply door traps, by all means keep investigating, but
Okay.
at this point your paranoia has not yet been justified.
Yes, yeah.
Now I feel like you're gonna trap one of the next doors and just kill everybody.
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
Would I know any dwarvish dancers?
That is an interesting question.
Okay, then.
Growing up in a town with predominantly elves and dwarves.
Yeah. Go ahead and make either a history, religion, or performance check.
History, religion, or performance? Well, it's gonna be performance.
Go ahead.
I was
The
gonna
other
say,
two are at
surely-
0. That's 19.
You absolutely know a good number of dwarvish dancers, as well as elvish and human from a couple of different races. And probably a few that have come from further afield yet. You never paid much attention to it, I gather, by your character. But you certainly know a few of them and are competent enough in how you move that you could certainly recreate them.
Could I try? Not die. Hang on. I need to measure out something.
Yeah. Like he kind of like
Yeah, I'm gonna dance up to here. I'm just gonna dance from where I am up to this square. And just see what the ballistas do.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
I'm in the other room. I'm missing it.
Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage given the good performance roll.
Yeah.
1 week later, he was a brave man.
22.
You see, like as you get within about 150 feet, you're getting to, aren't you?
Yeah.
You do see them both as you start making a bit more noise. Giving a dwarven dancers are very solid and very solidly stamping the earth, as is their nature. So you certainly are making a good bit more sound. You see both of the ballista wake up after a fashion, lift themselves up on their hinged legs, and amble forward 10 feet.
Cool, I'm running back.
They
as soon
do
as I
not
see them start moving.
They do not appear to be hostile at this point. They
I
are.
think you said at this point.
Yeah. All things are at this point. At this point, Rigby is probably alive. What's your point?
Oh no.
Or Rigby.
I'm just gonna like yell around the corner towards Sergey and just say, "You guys should probably run."
Wait, what?
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 What did you do now?
in my usual fashion, probably not something good. I'm just gonna slowly step back, still dancing. Like I'm just
I poke through.
Back it up.
I'm gonna poke my head around the corner to see this. What did you do?
You see me dancing as I'm walking backwards, and the two ballistas have woken up.
You see him very well recreating one of the older dwarf dances that you're aware of.
You've never seen me dance before, actually.
No, wouldn't have done.
No one has.
I'm just like, what?
Yep, none of my
Slow.
schemes have got you to dance yet.
They advance another 10 feet.
Yeah, they do.
Apparently, you just need to point oversized ballistas at them. Okay, let's go.
I will point out as well, you can tell quite plainly that they could move faster if they wanted to. They are
Great.
deliberately moving fairly
Hey.
slowly.
Okay, let's
They're
retreat.
moving.
I'm gonna move Sergey into the other room.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
everybody
I
into
just-
the other room.
I'm just gonna wait here for just a sec.
Oh no.
Are you still dancing?
Yes, I'm still dancing. I'm just gonna stand here while that. I tell the guy, I've forgotten the name, but who's behind me? It's a good onion.
No.
Who's
10.
Is it
Stan.
Tantalus? Sorry. You should not be in this room right now.
Neither should you.
Just go. I'm okay. Just go.
Uh-oh.
It'll be better if you don't see this.
Rusina still has that skull, doesn't he?
Sure.
You getting within range there, mate? I can see you doing that.
I will have you
Get
make
through
one
the
more
door
deception
already.
check.
Pardon?
I'll have you make one more deception check.
One more deception. This is not with advantage.
No.
Oh no.
Straight deception.
Oh no.
You could
Get
make
in the
another
door.
performance check as well if you like.
I will make another performance check. That's a 24.
Yep, okay.
Do I get advantage on the deception then?
That is giving you... That is, reducing the DC of the deception.
Cool. Deception, I rolled 23.
The ballista...
No.
Step to the side a little and settle down.
What are you doing? Get through the door.
I'm peering through the door and I just see him leave the door for every couple minutes.
No.
What is he doing now?
Alright, none of you can see me right now.
No, they
No.
can't.
Again.
They don't seem to be engaging you. They are alert to you. But you seem to have convinced them that you are a dwarf that should be allowed to pass.
By the way,
You
for
should-
your guys' knowledge, I'm here now.
Fair.
Wait, where?
Ping again. Oh, good grief.
Oh. Okay then. He's on his own.
No, I can't leave him on his own.
I'm gonna walk up to this.
How are we supposed to get over there?
ballista.
He'll be fine, don't worry.
I'm gonna walk over to this ballista and like give him a rub on the head.
Had it. Yep,
Yeah.
I knew it. He does this, he'll be fine.
I. Well, you make
Construct
one more
handling
deception
check.
check.
That's gambling.
24.
Um. Yep. You go to rub it like you would a pet. Reconsider for a second, and that's not the dwarvish way. You give it a solid slap on the
Yeah.
solid affectionate slap on the slap on the shoulder, so to speak.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna keep walking.
Oops, sorry.
You're moving me now. Just move myself out of that way.
Yeah, they move back down to the door to stand either side of the doors, but to allow you through.
I am gonna open the door.
Do the others of you feel adventurous enough to join him?
I mean, if they want to. I was
You,
gonna.
you
get
don't hear any
5
sounds of screaming or anything like that.
I was gonna take 5 of my ball bearings out and just throw them down this hallway.
The hallway that you're in.
Currently in.
Go ahead and do so. Make
Expect
a
that to actually
perception
work.
check as you do so.
Ah, do it.
Let's see. You can open that door
That's
if you
alright.
wish.
I do.
Can you click on the thing and open it? There you go.
Yes. And I step in.
If it's locked, you can't do that.
Fair. Yeah.
Sylvanus, you notice they keep rolling for a while. Probably. You get the impression the hallway ends about here. By the timing of where they hit something.
Yeah.
You don't notice any shifts in the floor or anything like that that you would think would indicate a trapdoor or anything like that, or a pressure plate. It all seems to be well-laid dwarven stonework. Let's see. You come into this room. Let me grab the description of it. Standing in the center of the room is a pillar rising up a few feet, with 6 copper spigots jutting out from it 3 feet above the floor. And carved into the walls are 20 bas-reliefs depicting drunken dwarves in various poses. Each of the dwarves has one hand that protrudes from the wall, and 3 of them are grasping copper tankards. There's also a couple of low benches strewn about the room.
So this was just where they came and got drunk.
A little bit. There is a further door as well.
I am gonna walk up to that further door.
Certainly.
Oh,
We're
look.
gonna throw-
It leads to another door.
Well,
10-foot square room that you're in. There is a brass plaque bolted to the western door in front of you. You speak Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Yep. There are words stamped into that plaque, which you read in Dwarvish as brewers only. Others keep out by order of Garrux, master of ale and provisions.
there's a
How old
corner
is
up
this
ahead.
place?
What's up ahead?
A corner.
Which way?
Yeah.
It's going the opposite way of where Letia is.
Whoa.
Oh no.
I'm
You
gonna-
others are welcome to proceed if you wish, or head back and try and join him.
No.
I'm on my own path, and
You're
Sergey's
on
just
your
gonna...
own right now.
Sergey's probably just gonna stay here.
Alright, how about this? You guys keep going this way, and I'll go get Let's and try and bring him back.
I can cast message on Letsia.
Can you
Oh,
get through that much wall?
I can
Yeah,
cast
I'm
message
not
Yeah,
on
sure.
someone.
it's not blocked by anything. Message
I thought
doesn't
it
get
was
blocked
blocked
particularly.
by.
It's blocked by
I-
Isn't it
stone.
blocked by stone?
Yeah, I thought it was
But it
blocked
can
by
go around
stone.
corners.
1 foot of stone.
Oh.
One. Yeah. Which corner? This
Any
one.
of them.
All the way up here.
There is a clear path to you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
only 120 feet. Like, I can't see it, but
Does it,
But you know more or less where he is. It's
Okay.
fine. Message will work.
okay.
He's the
Alright.
only one.
Alright, send him a
I'll cast-
message, see what he's doing.
I'll cast message. What's his name again? Letsia.
let's see.
Yeah, Letsia. Where are you? Are you okay? No,
I'm
the
fine. I got past all of the ballistas and I'm now at a brewery.
Can we meet? Can we go past with you? Are the
I have no
ballistas
idea.
disabled?
I didn't disable them. They're still operational. I got past because I looked like a dwarf. As my elvish state.
Oi.
Thank you. I'll inform the others.
I will be back soon.
Cool.
And if that takes more than 25 words, I think it is, I'll just cast a message to him.
I don't think message has a word limit, but it allows an exchange. Because you can both cast it. It's a cantrip. It's just the process of talking over distance.
Yep.
Right.
Like if you were going to
Tim,
use meta magic on it or something, I'd give you a limitation on how long you can go. But there's very rarely a need for that.
Okay, I am gonna open this door.
Okay.
I wanna, I'm not gonna step in, I'm gonna open it.
Yep. The door does open to you. It seems to be neither locked nor trapped. And beyond the door, you see a reasonably large room. 20 feet high. Some... What is that? 70 feet wide? Whatever. You can see it. There are 6, it seems, from how far you can see. Stone barrels, after a fashion. 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, with a stone staircase spiraling up the outer edge of it, and a copper spigot on the outer side of it. So the north one's on the north side, the south one's on the south side.
I am
The
gonna step in.
copper lids of them, the domed copper lids, seem to be hinged as well.
Cool. I'm gonna step in. Not gonna go up. I'm gonna walk through so I can see the rest of the room.
So,
Because I don't like being surprised.
go ahead
While
and make a
alone.
stealth check.
Thanks.
Because you are moving through cautiously.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprising you with this. You are being cautious.
14.
In a way. 14? Yep, good.
I'm guessing I see another door on the other side.
You do indeed, and there are 2 stacks of barrels, one on either side.
Is there any writing on this door?
There is not.
Oh. I think I just realized what we found.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we found.
that's
Yeah.
what we found. Okay.
What did you found? Oh, you are
We found a
progressing.
door and we found the stairway down.
Yeah.
Or a stairway down.
Way down.
It goes very far down.
It does indeed head downwards. Hits a corner and goes further down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
65 feet of stairs.
That sounds like down the level.
Yeah.
It indeed
is the
begins a long
corner?
descent.
Well, let's remember where this is.
But there is a door here.
I am gonna open this next door as well.
Yep, you are able to do so.
We're gonna open.
There
the
is
door.
a 10-foot landing that is level, and then the tunnel descends at a shallow angle until presumably until the end of the tunnel. Not that you can see that.
I will keep moving towards the end.
Where'd Gordoni go?
Hold it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to restart because it
Okay.
keeps messing up.
Yep.
Should we wait for
What?
it? Yeah.
Where's
Sorry, just a second.
my
No, you're fine.
character? Okay. Why can't I find my character? That's not a good sign.
Sorry, just checking something.
No, you're all fine.
Oh,
Like-
it's a flash.
I didn't expect to get through the ballistas,
yeah,
which is why I'm still going.
a little bit.
Wonder if beer has been poured on those ballistas at all.
Yeah.
In the drunken stupor of dwarves coming out, I'm gonna pour beer on the ballistas, give them a drink.
Sorry, I'm just reading through the chunk. Please wait while the area loads.
At any point, I could turn into a dwarf and just come and join.
Yep.
But how do you get the rest of us over there?
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to get the rest of you over there.
Yeah.
Well, I
cool,
had
I'm-
an idea, but nah, Letty's doing his thing.
I liked the darkness idea.
I'm just going to drag you over somewhere else for a second. Alright.
What?
Hi, sorry.
I didn't even know this group chat existed.
Yeah, it's the GM chat. I can pull you into it as I need to.
Nice.
As you step onto this section, a 10-foot square section of the floor tips downward, and you plummet 20 feet into the pit. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Thank you.
Yep. And
I
you are
see.
now,
Is it just like a
and
pit?
the lid springs back up and sits flush. So just give me a second further.
I'm just in a pit.
Little bit.
There's nothing else down here.
Nope.
And it's
It is also quite
viewpoint?
dark. Anyway,
I have
that
I have
happened.
dark vision, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
All right. Now, where are you lot?
We didn't
Um,
open the door.
We're
We didn't
opening and
open-
closing a door and then pretending it doesn't exist.
Yep, okay.
We didn't open the door, don't worry.
No.
There is
I
no
will also
door.
point out,
door.
let's say you are quite a long way off.
I probably can't.
So
give
you
messages
are
to them
definitely out of range of message. Actually, the tap room is out of range of message.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What are you others doing?
Well, we opened the door,
Certainly.
saw what was inside, decided we didn't like it, and then we closed the door. then Gordonian didn't see what was in the door, so we opened it again. He had a look, and then we closed the door, and we've all agreed the door doesn't exist.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yes. Glowing red light emanating from through that door. Let me find where the actual description of it is proper. Yeah, same dull red light as you saw in the room before.
Except there's like tentacle-looking things on the walls.
Exactly. there are stony tentacles that are protruding from the wall. Yeah, that's all you would have noticed with a quick look like that.
Are they stony or live tentacles?
They look to be stone. If you want to look more closely, you are welcome to do so.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I've got a solution to this. All right, I'm
We-
gonna open. I'm
Door
gonna
doesn't
open the
exist. How do we get in?
I'm gonna open the non-existent door using my imagination,
There we go.
and then with Eldritch Blast, I'm going to send those tentacles to oblivion.
Roll
By
to
all
hit
means.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I rolled a hit.
if you want to.
All right, what could go wrong?
Everything.
Getting Sergei to come to you guys.
There
I
we go.
haven't come back for a while, so come to you.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sergey.
suddenly those both hit. As you take a slightly longer look in casting the spell and firing it towards a couple of them, it might be a trick of the light or something like that, but it looks like they are shifting around slightly and undulating. But you strike two of the tentacles, and they shatter and snap off, and clatter to the floor like a sound of stone landing on stone.
Okay, in that case, I'll shoot the other ones then. So I
Can-
only
can you
got
cast
two
it?
of them, with that I assume.
Okay,
What was it?
I was thinking you could just cast invisibility on the area and hopefully the tentacles couldn't feel any invisibility. I don't know.
I'll just
Yeah.
roll it next round, because I have to roll it in pairs.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fire a bunch in, and strike all the tentacles you can see, and they all break off and clash to the ground. Floor now strewn with the rubble from them.
Okay, guys, I think it's safe. I think the nightmare things are gone, or at least these ones.
All right, I'm going in.
Right, right behind you. I see more of them already.
Oh.
Sorry, can
I see a
I
lot more of them.
can I cast
I
a
see a lot
God.
of them.
No,
What
what's happening?
is this?
can I cast identify on the tentacles
Just make an
or make an
investigation.
arcana check?
Just make an investigation
Yeah.
check first.
Yeah, you got this.
Any of you who cares to.
Where's
I'll try as well.
yeah,
Oh, there we go.
my rolls have not been good.
Yeah. So, taking a closer look at them, trying to ignore the horrible tentacles, you, Sylvanus, you see remnants and outlines of things behind what he's currently seeing. You being a changeling, you're used to seeing through shifting appearances, seeing through layers of transmutation after a fashion. You can, so with that investigation, you get the idea that it is, these carvings used to be something like dwarves pushing mine carts, stuff like that. But they have been magically defaced. Yes. Sorry, just a second.
I
Yeah.
think my
The
biggest concern
the carvings have
currently-
been distorted almost beyond recognition. But you can
Yep.
you can see through it a little bit. You know you have a good idea for how transmutation changes the look of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tentacles that are left writhe a little bit as you move past them, but they don't seem to lash out at you. They seem to be like subtly enchanted stone, more of an illusion than any actual entity.
Okay.
And at the far end of the hall,
Yes, that is my main concern. Those things at the end of the hall.
Yes, a 20-foot tall double door stands closed at the west end of the hall. Carved into the walls flanking the door stand armored dwarves. seemingly carved out of stone, their stony beards flowing out of great helms that cover their faces. There is also an alcove of sorts
Yeah.
on the south there.
Okay.
How do you wish to proceed?
I'm gonna get those 5 ball bearings again, and I'm gonna throw them down the hall.
Yep. Go ahead and make a perception check, or investigation, I suppose, is relevant.
Yep, awesome. Rip.
You toss them, and they roll a little bit and find a ridge in the stonework. Some of the stones that are laid in the floor. This whole chamber is quite worn and twisted a bit, not just the carvings, and there is some ridge in the floor that they find.
Yeah.
How far do we gotta move?
I reckon we just go through and we avoid the tentacles. However,
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
going to move about there, and I'm going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts dead center down that hallway.
Trying to hit some invisible creature kind of thing.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
2 of them, rather.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 5 and an 18. No, wait, wait, why didn't I roll the second one? Hold on. There we go.
Alright, good rolls. You summon 2 balls of eldritch energy and hurl them down the corridor. They
So they can
don't
rest there
hit
for a while.
anything before they fizzle out before the end.
Alright.
They strike harmlessly
curiosity-
against the doors at the other end.
It seems safe enough. Let's just maybe stick away from the tentacles.
Yeah, they freak me out.
Yeah.
Out of
Like
pure curiosity, I'll touch the end of one of the larger ones.
It seems to
harmless, but
writhe around a little bit. You touch at it, and it wraps around your hand with cold stony grip, and then unwinds.
That went better than it could have.
What was that? Sorry.
Said that went better than it could have.
Yeah. Please don't touch anything.
I can't hear you.
No, but Sergei can. He, however, swears back at you.
That's fine.
almost at the alcove. What, you guys coming up? You are moving a bit. Oh, there's a door.
There is indeed a door there.
I'm coming.
Alright, which door do we want? And where is Letia? He should be back right now.
Yeah.
This is the same light as that other room.
Yeah.
And maybe we should try to go somewhere upwards towards, let's see.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We'll try the
Yeah.
ominous dwarf door then.
Yeah.
After you.
Sure. I'm opening the door.
Oh. Okay. Are
That's
those
a big
actually there?
Hang on a second, sorry.
Holy.
Because if those are actually there, I'm slightly concerned.
More than slightly concerned.
How much of
Whoa.
this is this room lit up? Can you guys see all of it or not?
No.
The room
I
is
can
not
only
Okay,
see
well-
the first.
Okay,
I can
because
only
there's
see that first one.
okay,
Sorry.
because there's that one.
Yeah.
Then there's another one, and then there's a bigger one.
What?
Yes. Tanalith, you have a drift globe that you can send forward if you wish.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, it looks like there's a fourth one in the back as well.
Sorry, just a second. Sorry, Roll20 suddenly decided that it needed to confirm my login details on my camera instance. So I
Of
needed to
course.
reset all of that, which was annoying, but not overly problematic. There you go. Okay.
Um,
Oh, and I'll pick
Yes,
up my
entering
blue
into this
bearings as we
hallway.
walk past.
For the record, by the time you're on the far side of that first dragon skeleton, you would actually be close enough to the for message to work, which presumably Lezio is just constantly trying a couple different angles,
Yeah,
knowing what.
it's just going to Rallis though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
But entering into this chamber, you see one dragon skeleton after another. 30-foot high vaulted ceiling, supported every 20 feet or so by thick stone arches, and suspended from that ceiling by wire is a dragon skeleton immediately as you enter, and more behind
Oh, so
it.
they're hanging.
They are hanging from the ceiling and held together by wire and cement.
Are there any scales still intact on the body?
No, it is
It's
quite
just the
completely
skeleton.
stripped. You
There is no
can, however,
flesh.
make a nature check.
Yeah, I can give that a try. Yeah, because
That-
my next thing was going to be, can we try and identify what type they are? And that's a really bad roll.
Our ranger could probably do that.
Hmm?
No.
what?
Oh yeah, Ranger's probably pretty good at. Oh, maybe.
Well,
You know anything about dragons?
Do I know anything about dragons?
You
Have you ever
certainly
seen a
would know a good
dragon?
bit about dragons.
Okay, what do I know about dragons?
You know enough. I don't suppose dragons are one of your favorite enemies, are they?
No, I've got humanoids and giant, or humanoids and undead. Say.
Fair. But by all means, make a nature check.
Woo, I don't...
Yeah, because Gordonian and I have met two dragons.
Ooh, nat 20.
I know one dragon very well.
Sorry, just trying to remember. What was the first of those dragons? It was a bronze dragon?
It was the bronze. Yeah, I think bronze. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got the scale still. Hold up.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah, bronze. Yep. And
Also,
then
I don't
have
think
a
I've ever
dragon scale.
gotten you to do it. Can you make a charisma saving throw for me? Just as a retroactive thing.
Okay. I wonder what that's for.
You're
Okay,
cursed.
20.
Yeah, no, I should.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I have no
Okay.
idea what that's about, but alright.
No, you don't.
I thought,
Nor do I need you to.
yeah, I thought the thing that was causing that to me was gone for the moment.
Yeah, yeah, I will take that aside then. Getting rid of that thing is what caused that saving throw.
Yeah.
Had you failed, you would have lost all memory of it and your interaction with it,
Oh, okay, I see, yeah.
which is how it managed to stay hidden for so long.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You,
don't
however,
think-
have a fairly solid mind, after your own fashion. Yeah. But I will also let you make a another nature check for the 2 dragon types that you do not.
Oh, okay.
Not that it much matters, because Calth got a natural 20.
Yeah, mine sucked anyway.
Yeah. So, Calth, you have studied up dragons reasonably well. Looking through this hall, you do notice that, firstly, each of the 5 dragons, as there are 5, is a different type. In order, along the main hall is a brass, a bronze, a copper, and a silver, with the silver one facing you as you first entered. And in the southern alcove is a gold dragon. All of these are of the size of adults as well.
So this is
This is a huge
what?
room.
Yeah. So this is one of Oranax's distant cousins, I guess.
It's like a natural history museum of.
Something to
It's
that
like a
effect,
museum.
yeah. None of the skeletons appear to be animate, as you've walked through. They're in slight disrepair. Chunks of the skeleton have fallen to the ground from each of them. But the bulk of the skeleton is all still fairly intact, held together with wires and cement, and suspended from the arched roof in various poses. Sylvanus, as you have drawn a little further into this room, so like 40 feet ago, at least,
Yeah.
you hear Letsia's voice
I was about to ask
enter
about
into
that.
your
Yeah.
head again.
Help!
What have you done now?
I'm stuck in a hole.
Sorry, what?
Stuck in a hole.
Yeah, we'll be there in a moment. We've found a dragon skeletons. We'll be there in a second. We'll try and help.
It's just probably needs to be a dwarf to get through. That's why I'm contacting you.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to manage.
There's another stairwell over here.
There is indeed a short stair, which
Yes,
descends
yeah, I was looking at these
down
stairs.
a little.
Yeah, there's another corner past it.
Which way does the corner go?
Once again, opposite of Letsia.
Turns
But
Alright, we-
Letsia is in a hole apparently. We need to go help him. So we might be better off just heading back momentarily.
Okay.
Alright, we can attempt to get past the ballista.
I have an idea that doesn't involve darkness. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And it involves less dancing than Letsia as well.
You did see that.
No, but they
I saw
mentioned
enough of
it.
it.
Damn it.
Hang on a second.
Everyone knows
Just
about this.
group up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. Sorry. Sorry. This seems to have been causing a problem.
I don't know.
Okay, that just the
Sorry.
hallway's black.
Yeah, sorry. I missed. Suddenly had issues. Is that all of you there? Where's Sergey?
Missing Sergey.
That looks
Sergey's in the
alright,
hallway directly below, like over here somewhere.
He's up here.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
wait, never mind.
There he is.
Probably
there
overlapped or
we are.
something.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
We're back.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Alright, I'm going to be a dwarf, and I'm going to try and make the constructs go elsewhere and defend. You guys stay out of sight around this corner and hide, and I'll call out to you when it's safe.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Alright, I'm going to
Oh.
turn into like
What
I don't
could
know,
go wrong?
pretty standard idealized dwarf with long beard, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And then
Go ahead and make a history and insight check. That is 2 checks, either order.
yeah. Right. Where's inside? There it is. Rip.
Oh,
Oh, good. Yeah, the insight was an extra layer of it. It wasn't necessary.
Okay. Right.
But history, you are able to recall many dwarves that you've seen, and also based on like carvings that you've seen in this place.
Yeah, I
and
was
things
about to
like
say,
that.
can I draw inspiration from the statues we just saw?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to replicate one of the various dwarves that you've seen depicted in the various carvings and paintings on this level. Quite effectively turn into one of them.
And then I'll make my weapon manifest as a big great axe.
Certainly. Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage as you try and confidently stroll down towards them.
Yep. 22. And then I look at everyone else and say, do I look convincing as I walk out?
definitely.
Yeah, and I'll head down to them.
Yep. The sentry ballista rise as you approach and seems satisfied with your nature.
I command them, you must defend us in our honor. There are goblins invading our reaches. You must march out to the right and defend us.
To the right?
To the right.
To the
Sorry,
right.
the right. Sorry, it's up and down. Go to the left. There we go. That works. I didn't really think about it in my head. Like yeah.
Please make a deception check.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Yes. You don't make that gaff, and you do so command them.
Yeah, there we go. We're all good.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Ah.
I will let you make an insight check before you had done that.
Okay.
Yeah. These being made by dwarves to defend dwarves, you would think it reasonable that they would, if they understand any language at all, it would only be Dwarvish.
Okay. Well, I say useless things and I walk through the door.
Yeah. You are able to do so.
Oh, that's open, yeah.
It's
So,
already opened.
Yeah.
yeah. So, guys, what are we gonna do now? They're not moving.
I want to
Just-
call out and tell them something, but I feel like that's way too suspicious.
No, just. I don't
You
know
always-
where you are, so I can't figure out how close.
You are
I'll
within the
continue
120 feet now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna
barely,
message him saying, just keep coming towards me. I'll tell you, like, once you get to the end of the distillery room, don't step any further. There is a trapdoor that I've fallen down.
Okay. Are you able to reach the others by any chance? My little plan hasn't gone very well, and I want them to just know to just stay back for a moment.
No, I cannot.
Right, well, they'll have to wait for a bit then.
Yes, that's fine.
What do
Once we're
you
out of
three
here,
want to
we'll be
do while you wait there? Do you want to try and cause some
The four of them.
distraction on the other side or something? Or something to
How
that
far is the gap? Wait, how far is this gap?
You
is-
can measure it.
It's very long.
No,
so
just
it's
across. Yeah, 35 feet.
40 feet across the hallway that you're on. 20 feet for
How
the main corridor. And the whole thing
How
is
quickly would they turn
180
around?
feet. What was that?
How quickly would the constructs turn around?
I mean, turn around.
You wouldn't necessarily know. They can move at a decent speed. You would be able to pick that up. How fast that is, you don't necessarily know.
Okay.
Okay, so I could go across, cause a distraction, then teleport back, and we can sneak through.
You can certainly try.
We could try, but I don't know if that's a good plan or if there's a better plan.
The best plan is just to do nothing at this point.
But we don't
I
know
have-
that.
But
I
we don't
know.
know that.
I know.
You got this, guys. I believe in you.
Well, wouldn't
You can
Gordonian
just use.
send? Wouldn't he be able to use message to check
Message is
on?
only 120 feet.
Yeah, you are quite far apart now.
Oh,
You're like over 200 feet apart now.
Yeah, the lit corridor is 180 feet.
I've crossed the
Great.
threshold.
If you go back to the dragon room, you'll be able to message with us.
so we can't.
I'm just gonna tell
contact
Rouse to
him.
keep coming. He just needs to drop me a rope so I can get out of this hole. Without falling in the hole himself.
Oh,
He
Well.
may be AFK.
Who?
Vinny, do you want to sneak across to the other side, set some distraction going?
I'm trying to see what options I'd have for a distraction.
Yeah.
Kind.
Well, I picked up.
That would be
a
loud enough
full-
to.
I picked up full plate when we were in the armory, so I would assume that that's dwarven make armor. So if I put that on, like put the helmet on, and so they can't see that I'm not a dwarf, and carry the greatsword, would I be able to try and sneak past?
Would that work with Pass Without a Trace?
Would they?
Going by
would that
deception, not
convince
stealth.
them? Yeah, would that
Okay.
would that convince them? I mean, and I speak dwarvish, so
You can certainly try.
okay, here we go. What do I gotta roll?
Make a deception check
Oh, this is
as
gonna
you
be
head down
bad.
towards them.
you got this.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
20.
very nice.
20. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yay.
you've spent a good bit of time working with dwarves. Dwarves taught you a good bit of your fighting prowess and how to work with tools. So you do know, you muster their confidence.
Okay. And now I'm gonna try and command them to go and
And
To the
defend
left.
to the left.
go ahead and make another
Corner
deception
and
check.
To the left. Oh god, come on. Another dirty 20.
Oh. Go
I-
purge the impure.
After he left, I'm going to shut this door.
Good plan. They do seem to heed your word,
Make haste.
and they do make haste down the hall.
Alright, and then
So-
as
something that
he's-
they deem to be a dwarf and a friend has said there is a danger that they need to defend from to the north. So they shall indeed do so.
As they're doing that, I'm going to Eldritch Blast along the tiles in a straight line across that doorway. So I'm not sure if this is the distillery or the tap room. I'm assuming it's the tap room, but I want to be extra safe.
So behind you is the tap room. In front of you is the
Okay.
distillery. You safely made your way through. Oh, Letsia safely made his way through the distillery. It is the doorway beyond that he's referring to.
Oh, okay. I will continue on to that doorway then.
Certainly.
Okay. We need. Okay, now is Tan within range to message? To get a message?
Well, he could call out though, so
I can
Alright.
call out. Or I could actually move back.
If
and
you
let
walk
them-
into the tap room, I can message you.
Or can I just peek out this door to make sure it's safe? See if it's
You hear constructs coming up the hall stop, turn, and then head further away.
They're just bashing through the door.
You left the door open, and they're not that big.
Okay, so they're not the size of what they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alright.
they can
Now,
like collapse down their limbs
I
a little
can't
bit to be
believe
able to
that
squeeze
worked.
through regular sized doors.
Oh, nice. I need a bear like that.
wrong.
Also,
Alright, so now, should we stealth through to the door, or just try to make a
that would
run?
probably be wise. Go ahead and make a stealth check, the three of you who stayed behind.
Since this is now intentional, now I'm going to cast Pass
Absolutely.
Do that.
Okay, I did that more for my own thing again. Okay. Stealth.
I'm assuming I heard the constructs moving and Tan talking to them since I was still back here.
Yep.
I'm going to, when I get to this side of the room, I'm going to pull a barrel separate and just sit on it and just chill. Just nice and relaxed, waiting.
Absolutely.
It was a mimic.
Alright, so mine's 27, Gordonian's 29. And then...
Oh, so-
I'm not
Sergey is
29, I'm
coming.
19.
No, it's plus 10 with Pass Without a Trace.
Wait, I thought that was just for him.
No, anyone
No,
with
it's
over
and
50.
allies.
Oh, cool.
Sergey will also roll.
Yeah, the limitation is just, it will not make you invisible. That is it.
Sogo has a +6 to stealth, by the way.
Which is why I don't need to worry about that +6, because that's 35.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
19? Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
rolled
spell,
19.
I actually really like that spell. It's so good.
Yeah.
You are
The
able
other one
to
I really
push
like is
through.
rope trick.
As you do, you see the ballista moving through. They split up to find where that hostility is coming from
Oh,
that they are supposed to defend.
there is no hostility, we killed them all.
Yeah, I am aware.
There,
I mean-
there is a bunch of dead bodies, though. So that may
Hurry
distract them.
Hold up. How fast do these things move? Do they move faster than some goblins who are possibly leisurely making their way back to the surface?
What are you proposing?
Because we did spare some of the goblins and send them to the surface. So how
Yeah, but
fast are
ages
they?
ago.
Only an hour and maybe 2 hours now, I guess. But it's like, how fast are they? And are those goblins going leisurely? What's going on there?
These things won't go too far, you suspect.
Okay, right, fair. Yeah, fair.
But you lot are able to make your way through.
All right, I'm through the
Yay.
door now. Yay!
We're all through the door.
Ow.
Yay!
You find yourselves first in the tap room.
Okay.
I wave
Again,
at them and say,
6 copper spigots arrayed around that column in the center, and the
Okay.
20 bas reliefs around the walls. Moving further through, you see the doors all open before you. Come into
That is a
the
lot.
tap room.
I wave at them and say, see, I
Yes, sir.
told you the plan would work. Good job, you did a lot better than I did. I didn't think about the whole dwarvish bit.
Mm,
Yeah,
You can't all be as smart as me. With my -1 to intelligence.
Gordonian, are
be a
you
boring
following with
place if we
them
could
or
all do
staying
everything.
behind?
No, I'm following. Just don't like sometimes D20
Oh, yeah.
where
So where's Lexia?
Yeah, so don't go through this door. Letzi is in a hole. Apparently there's a trap door just past this door somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Not sure where yet.
I can use prestidigit message again.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
he-
yell at you guys. There's no
Yeah,
point
he can
using
yell.
message.
He's
Hey!
very
okay,
close
sure.
by.
You do hear muffled sounds of Lexia coming from what sounds like down below this first 10-foot square panel of the slope. So
I'll Eldritch
beyond the
Blast
first 10
it.
feet, so the first 10 feet are level. It then slopes down, and it seems that first part of it will collapse when weight is applied to it.
I'll Eldritch Blast it.
How about I just push on it with a pole or something?
Oh,
Can I ask, what
Will it
is
work?
your combined weight of your character and your equipment?
Mine,
Yes.
97. My weight carried is 97 pounds.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Just because you can't apply more, basically, I would say you can't apply more than half your weight to something that you're not fully standing on.
Right.
But you are able to take some pole or something like that. I'm sure you would have something
I have
sufficient.
spears. I have all kinds.
Yeah, you have some solid shafts that can take like 50 pounds of force easily, and it takes about that much to force this down.
anyone got a rope?
Yes, we have rope.
I have rope, but I can't throw it up 20 feet.
How
got
big's
50
the
feet
pole?
I have 50. I have 50 feet of rope. We're good.
So we have.
Oh yeah, but you're holding the thing down. What if? Wait. Hold up a second.
Who else has rope?
I
Hold
do.
up. What the heck just happened?
What?
What?
Oh wait, no. I think it's just bugging out. Hold up.
Where are you?
He's
I'm
here.
right next to you.
Oh, yeah, you're underneath Gordonian. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was so confused. I thought there was two of me for a second. I was like, what the heck is happening?
There you
Okay.
go.
I'll walk over and lean over and tell Letsia to throw his rope up, and I'll catch it with Mage. Well, throw part of his rope. Like he holds on one end, and I'll get
How
Mage
much
Hand
can
to
Mage
catch
Hand
it.
hold?
Like it has like 3 strength or something. Like, it'll be a
10
whole
pounds,
rope.
something like that.
Yeah, 10
Oh,
pounds.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna hold a rope.
It can hold
What,
the
how much-
rope. It just
Yeah.
can't pull you up by it.
Yeah. So,
Right.
and it'll just bring
Okay.
the rope up here, and then we can just grab it,
Yeah.
and we can secure
All right.
it.
Hold this
Also,
open.
Cal still has the Pass Without Trace up.
Yep.
Just making note of that. The sound of you making all this is clear enough between you, but you can't even hear the echo of it coming back off the stone walls. Your magic is dampening the sound of it as it gets beyond your radius.
There.
So let's
I-
say may not exactly know we're here. Is what you're saying?
No, he can hear because you are intentionally conveying your sounds to
Oh, okay.
him. But outside of that, just as it's going out into the room, it dampens very quickly.
Alright, well, I look at Gordonian and Kelf and ask them to come give me a hand holding this rope so we can get Letsia out.
All right.
Yeah.
I will have all 5 of you make a strength check.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
athletics check rather.
Is that me as well?
No. Or at least you, in as far as you are commanding Sergei.
Yeah, okay.
athletics. Ooh.
Ooh,
Athletics.
it's not terrible.
Nat 20. What?
Athletics is dex, right?
No. Athletics is strength.
Strength.
Watch all of us except for Sergei have -1 and 10, except for 10 as well.
I have +1.
Sergei
Oh,
has
wait, you have
minus
+1
one.
strength? Well, that's weird for a wizard.
I know.
Actually, Tan, I will have. I will let you have advantage on yours
Yeah.
because what you're
All right,
doing
let
is
me roll
different
that again.
as well.
Yep. Let me roll that again.
Yeah.
Okay, 14.
Yep.
Hey,
So what was that? 6, 10, 14, 19, and 10.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Yeah, you are your collective strength is quite sufficient to haul the rope up with you attached to it, Letsia.
Yep.
You're brought up into the proper space and brought back with them all.
Jump. No. Not doing that again.
Wait, so it's this one?
Yeah, this one. But
Okay.
it could be all of them. We don't know. There also seems to be nothing actually at the end of the hallway. It's just
It's
dead
a
end.
sloped hallway going down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it seems like there could be something there, but it seems to like the hallway just ends. I mean, if someone wants to go check out the wall, they're welcome.
I was about to, but I think I should because I've spent the last 5 minutes in a hole.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I'm gonna leave.
How
Should we
deep
head
was the hole?
It was 20 feet down.
Yeah.
Did you take a bunch of damage from it?
Yeah, it took 10 damage.
Yeah, fair.
He rolled
yeah, so
really well.
does anyone want to go check the dead end at the end of the hallway, see if there's anything interesting?
Is there a way to detect where the trapdoor? If there's any other parts
Oh.
of the trap?
Go
How-
ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
There's also a lovely spell. It should be renamed Paranoia. That'll tell you there's traps, but nothing else.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know that.
Detect traps.
Yeah, great spell.
Basically, the
Doesn't
paranoia.
tell you where they are. Doesn't tell you anything else. It's just there are traps. So
Thanks.
thank you.
Yeah, it's
Paranoia
terrible.
activated.
I need to make an alternate version and
That's such a
make it
useless
useful.
spell.
It's just there to make people paranoid. It's great.
Yeah. Anyway, Kelf, you are able to see that there are. How far is your vision, by the way? 60 feet.
60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, you would be able to see.
And I'll have been just inside the door.
Yeah.
Forgot to move.
So you can see that there are two more similar panels as you go further down.
Is
Okay.
he
I have-
able to point out what he's like identifying, like noticing to identify those traps to me, so I can see, like, try and implement that on the last few like tiles of the hallway, which
Yeah.
he can't see.
Yeah, he could certainly do so. So you can make a perception check with advantage.
Yay! Sorry for cutting you off there, Kelth.
No, you're fine. I have boots of striding and springing, so I can jump those gaps, most likely.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I could move to the end if needed, assuming there's no traps beyond my vision.
Or even if there is, once you get to that point, you can look again.
However, I feel like I won't know.
I have fly, so I could just fly over the traps.
But that's using a third level spell slot for something potentially not worth it.
Yeah, this is just an
Yeah.
item. It doesn't
Yeah.
take any uses or anything. Alright, so was
Cal,
that 7?
you are quite confident
Yeah, I
that you
rolled a
would be able to
7, yeah.
jump these easily.
I just want to make sure... I haven't... Well, actually, I could just do another perception down there, too, if the...
Yeah,
Alright, so I guess
because
I'll jump the
the
gap.
hallway only goes like 10 more feet than what you could see anyway.
Let's and Sergey, what are you two up to?
He's just gonna sit under the faucet and I'm just gonna turn it on.
Okay, is there anything in this little bit... Do I need to do another perception check, or does the first one, like... is there
The
anything...
first one will carry over. You don't see anything similar for the last few feet of it.
Okay, is
Um,
there anything else at the end here?
Go ahead and
Check
make
out the
a
wall.
perception or investigation check.
Do another perception. And that was not a great one, but...
You don't seem to notice anything particular. Yeah, you don't notice anything particular about it. Probably because you're a little bit focused on details in the floor and things like that, and a little bit flustered from the stress of, oh no, we abandoned our friend. He was stuck in a hole for a while without us doing anything about it.
Yeah, we left him in a hole for an hour.
Not quite that long, but
Or
yeah.
Oh, wow.
almost.
What's
So I guess I'll jump back. And then just say I didn't see.
You didn't see anything? Why would they trap this hallway? There's gotta be
There might be something. those jumps were a bit sketchy.
Hmm. I was gonna say, what's the? How do I word this? What are the limitations of suggestion? I should say, like other than you can't make them hurt you, and it's got to be a simple and reasonable request. Like,
why do you ask?
Could you theoretically, for example, while Kelth was over there, cast suggestion and say, perceive harder or look harder or something like that?
I don't think it would be at all reasonable for suggestion
Okay, yeah.
to grant advantage on things like
Yeah, well,
that.
that was what I thought. Yeah,
Like,
I was just
if it's a
thinking it'd be
matter of
crazy.
being more confident or being more committed to an action, then
Yeah.
perhaps that would work.
Be better.
Be better, yeah.
Okay, that's
Actually,
awesome.
in
That's
which
helpful,
case
'cause
I would make that a roll with emphasis.
Yeah.
Would
So
be
that
the thing
would-
that I would be able to grant. But not just a straight advantage or anything like that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, that's helpful because that means that's something I can potentially use later. Because I was just thinking about it just then. I was like, I wonder how you could use that to do something. But oh well.
I
Yeah.
just thought of something
That's
I could
cool.
have done at the end of the wall.
What?
Actually, I could have used detect portal. It may not have done anything, but it does grant or tell me the distance and direction to the closest one.
I feel like
So
you
if
just
there
get
was
a
one-
headache.
But if there was one at the end there, then it would tell me that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be very useful.
Couldn't you just use it from here and it would still be the closest?
It may not be the closest. But yeah, I could use it from here.
Portal you're looking for, yes?
Detect
Theoretically.
portal. So it's the closest planar portal within 1 mile.
That would still be the closest, very likely.
The one we shoved
The
directly through.
previous one.
Sorry, I'm just scanning through and trying to remember what's in each point. For the record, I will consider the gateways to be planar portals like that. Technically, they're not. They're just teleportation between points of the dungeon for the most part. But I'm going to ignore that fact.
Yeah, because it's quality of life, really, because it means that gets
Yeah,
him used.
it means that his feature is useful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be the only thing I think it would be useful is that one like weird room that Lezio was in earlier,
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, yeah.
because that wasn't a teleport. That was more of a.
That was a demiplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have detected that.
Gotta
But
love Demi
the archgate that you saw a little while ago is the closest thing like that you're aware of. If there is something like that down at the south end of this corridor, it would be closer than
Okay.
the archgate.
So then I will say there's nothing I could see and no portals at the end of it. Is what I
Correct.
can tell everyone.
Okay, well, let's just try the old reliable then. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the thing at the wall at the end of the hallway.
Right at the end at the center.
Yeah.
Go
Well, I'll
ahead and make
space it out towards the sides a bit, but yeah.
Go ahead and make a firstly an attack roll for each of those, and a
Yep.
perception check.
Oh wow, I failed. Yikes. There you go, and then perception.
Which I will actually give advantage on that perception check, by the way.
Alright. Not much better, but yeah.
Yeah, not better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
You strike the wall at the end, displace a little bit of dust from one side and quite a lot more dust and a little bit of rubble from the other side. You don't notice any particular effect by it.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see. The spigot that you turn squeaks a little bit as you turn it, but nothing comes out.
walk over to the next one.
Are we looking for drinks now?
Sergey wanted a drink, so I'm trying to give him some alcohol. It's better testing on him than it is on me.
Um,
No, okay. Theoretically, though, with the detect portal thing, wouldn't it be better to leave it as written? Because then I could use it on the gateway, like at the gateways, and see if they're the teleportation ones or not.
I will let you. I will give you the option to do that either way.
Oh, okay.
You can differentiate.
I will
Okay.
let you differentiate which one you're looking for.
Okay.
You can only, like, within a span of time, you can only use
one short
one
rest.
of those variations.
Yeah, I can only use it once within one short rest.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can look
So
for
go
one,
that
the
way.
other, or both.
Okay.
Per short rest.
That works.
Just because it, by far, the more common thing is the archgates. There are very few planar portals throughout the dungeon that I'm aware of.
That's why I wanted to make sure I could differentiate though, because
Yeah.
since they're so rare, it would be better to be able to differentiate
Yeah.
than just see that it was another portal.
Anyway, but yes, you two can move over to the next one. The same effect. That is a bit of a squeak of the metal and no other effect.
Are these things made of wood or are they entirely metal?
Stone.
They are 10-foot high stone barrels,
Oh.
10 foot high, 10 foot diameter, bulging outward slightly with a stone staircase going up to the top of them, and a hinged copper lid on each of them. The
Okay.
barrels at the western end are made of some strange kind of wood. Most of them seem to be fairly degraded, but there are definitely at least a few that are intact but empty.
Yeah, I was just gonna say if these are wooden,
Oh,
I was just
empty.
gonna walk along a line and just poke a hole in each of them and see if anything comes out. So I suspect these things have been here for so long that the alcohol is just basically turned into either goop at the bottom or it's completely evaporated.
Yeah, quite.
Well, I go over to the spigot room and see if we can get something out of that.
Yep. If you wish to turn those handles, you may certainly attempt to do so.
Yes, I try.
Then the whole room floods.
Wouldn't be the first one.
Hell.
So just finding the... turning them, first one doesn't do anything.
Test all of it, so.
Yep. Sorry, just finding the thing.
Also, is it just me or are these things facing towards us and coming back?
Sorry, what was that?
The whole way.
Oh no.
Oh, right, yeah. They decided that the ballistas seem to have realized that there was nothing concerning them, and so they are making their way back to their post.
Oh, yay.
Okay, we're gonna have to deal with them.
We got this. See, I'm
Just-
still a dwarf. You've got your... What was
Dance.
that? You got your dwarfish stuff on still.
Nope.
Yep. I'll go out there. We'll go out together. I'll help you be convincing, and we'll just convince them to let everyone else pass.
Anyway,
can do
5
that.
of the 6 spigots don't do anything except squeak as you open them. One of them, a stream of green slime comes out of it and pulls on the floor.
Cool, I'm gonna turn that off immediately
Yeah,
and step back.
and step back. Yeah, sounds about appropriate.
Tanaliths, I would step back from the spigots right now.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Let's go ahead and get some nice toxic green sludge.
Oh, goody.
Oh, well, yeah, an ooze just spawns.
It doesn't seem animate, per se. It's
I'm gonna
just
firebolt it.
Yep. Roll to hit.
Yep, that's gonna be firebolt plus 9. 19.
Yeah, you absolutely hit it, and it fizzles and halfway evaporates, kind of thing.
Good.
The fire seems to be
Anyone
quite
got-
effective against it. It seems any hazard that it was seems to have been destroyed by that.
Okay.
I was gonna say we could put that in a vial and use it later, but oh.
It comes out of the tap.
He
Just turn
did
the
cut
tap
off the
Oh.
stream.
File.
You don't know necessarily whether it would be limitless, but you certainly cut off the stream.
Yeah. This could have been. There's definitely more.
Well, you can ponder that thought. We'll try to deal with this situation.
Yeah.
Let's go, Ted.
All right. Welcome back.
Now remember, you got
You
this.
close the door.
Yes.
I might. Oh yeah, you close it.
Make
Welcome
a
back.
deception check, both of you.
No.
Oh, but I'm helping him.
And he's helping you.
So with no advantage or what?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, I got a bad roll as well.
Um,
This is going
Ah.
south really fast.
might go out
your
dancing.
dwarvish slips. And so does your feet, actually. Yeah, they don't seem to like that, and what little understanding they seem to have seems to have put together. There was no threat. What are you... Are we sure you're who you say you are? They both raise themselves up a bit and angle their weapons towards you.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna come out and just like pat the same on, like I did before.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Here we go.
28. Natural 20.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And with that, I will give you the other two one last chance to make that deception check.
Yep.
Okay. Come on.
Oh,
11.
no.
Rip.
No!
I'm going to make an insight check with these things. For the record, their wisdom is
Yeah.
3.
Non-existent. Yeah.
Oh,
Their wisdom is
Sorry.
3, which is a
Three.
minus 4, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So,
they're gonna
insight
get
check with a
natural.
minus 4 against the 11 deception. That is a total of 4.
Oh,
Okay.
They settle
It's
back
just a
down
big
and
misunderstanding.
Wait,
yeah.
you just got yourselves out. What about?
Yeah, no, we could still tell them to let
Yeah.
the people out.
Yes.
But will they
Just-
if we're not dwarves?
Well, they
Just
trust
Or dwarf
Lexiel.
related?
I'm not a dwarf. I'm dancing like a dwarf. And that got me in.
You
And
got
it's
this,
gonna
Ted.
get me out.
You just gotta clearly say, "Let my people go."
Yes.
I
Let
can
my
also-
people go.
Big dwarvish.
Let my people go.
Sure, we can
Dwarven.
teach them common.
I'm helping Tan.
I'm just gonna tell these guys. Like,
yeah.
my friends came in, got a little drunk on some weird green fluid. but now we would like to leave.
I don't think they're fully capable of reasoning to that extreme.
No. It would be like basic commands that they would be able to understand. A little
Stand
more than
down.
that.
How about stand down?
Can you stand down for my friends and me?
Yeah, they're there's a couple of conflicting parts of their arcane programming that seems to be on the edge of firing at you.
I'm gonna start dancing.
But for now, it seems they will let you and your companions pass.
Okay.
So long as like you aren't taking like a barrel of the
Oh no, no,
alcohol
not at
with
all.
you or anything like that.
Not at all. We're good.
I didn't even know. I didn't even think about looking at the barrels.
Well,
He said they're empty.
Gordonian, if you want to take notes, now's your chance. Be fast.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
wouldn't.
so, like-
I wouldn't linger though.
Yeah,
Like,
be very quick.
Yeah,
Like,
Gordonian,
slow
if you want
one-
to, go ahead and make a Arcana or investigation check quickly.
Of course.
Not
I'll
running
just
down
be
the
at the-
hallway.
I'll be at the
Ooh,
back of
excellent.
the pack because they
Oh,
seem
yeah.
to like me the best.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, just as you're walking past, you actually quite get a glimpse of the inner mechanism of them as one of them is flexing and settling back down, and you see the arcane equations etched on the inside of them, and you actually get a pretty good idea of how that works. Some bit of insight that you hadn't had before of how the ancient dwarves set up their constructs.
Cool.
So, if you ever go to create constructs of your own, you will have a bit of a bonus to that.
More unpaid labor at the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. Well, you should probably keep moving.
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind the corner after I made it.
Yeah. As I go, I say goodbye and give them both a dwarvish slap.
One more deception check.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, my God.
Oh no, right?
Sergey's gone, by the way. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
He is not here.
It's like, I'm out.
Sorry, let me just move him and then I'll do my deception. I think a 26 will be fine.
Absolutely. And with that, they do settle down back to their posts.
Right, back to the dragon room we go.
How you split the party in style.
Yeah.
It wasn't even splitting the party, it was just me wandering off like I normally do.
Yeah. And you became very quickly acquainted with a hole.
Yeah. I became very quickly acquainted to the constructs before the hole.
Yeah.
Which is why I got you guys out of there without fighting them.
Hmm. Do you want to drag us all back down to that room, or do,
Yeah,
you
I
want us
will
to go through?
do so.
Alright.
Oh, I get to see the room for the first time.
Yeah, this is the tentacle room.
Seems like fun.
If they
Can you
touch
not see
it's
through Sergo?
fine.
Huh?
Can you not see through Sergo?
I can.
Okay. I suppose you proper seeing it, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
have,
was just-
I have seen.
Concerned for a second.
Yeah. No. I have seen the rooms.
Yes.
I was in character. I haven't seen this room yet.
It is weird.
Ooh, dragon.
You love the wagon.
Okay, so there was a stair at the end here through the door.
There was this hallway too here to the south in the red
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
In the tentacle room.
Yeah.
So we have choices.
And then there's downstairs.
And then, yeah. But we haven't found the other guy on this level.
Yeah.
That is
Should
true.
we go? Okay, should we go through the end of the dragon room, or should we come back to the red room?
Let's do a vote. I vote dragon room stairs.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we got 2 for dragon room. What have we got?
Sure, Dragon Room. Let's just go.
Alright.
Right,
Right then.
why not?
Heading down the stairs. And there's that corner. And another door!
Oh, I love doors.
Indeed,
They're
there
my
is.
favorite.
He's lingering.
All yours.
Alright.
Oh, look at that.
Ah, nice.
There's nothing quite as welcoming as a stone table bench thing with a skeleton on it.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Don't want to walk to that room. For
I'm
fear of
already in the room.
For fear of traps.
This room seems to have once been a dwarven shrine, but it is now a tomb for what looks to be a long-dead adventurer. Splayed across the broken stone bench in the middle of the room is the skeletal remains of a tiefling clad in rotted leather armor. The skeleton clutches a quarterstaff, which visibly has cracks through it and seems to be quite brittle with age. A tattered backpack lays beside him as well, which seems to be quite rotted.
Did you say tiefling?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What? Sorry, can you repeat the state of the bodies in currently?
Skeletal remains.
Okay.
It
And it's
seems to
still
have been
wearing
here
its
for a long
armor.
time. The armor is rotted leather armor.
Is it possible to tell if there was like any incisions or cuts into the chest of that armor?
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah, my favorite item.
Yes.
Right.
I will one day convince someone to put that in them. It'll be great.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Yeah, I can do that. It's not going to be great, but I can. Yeah, there we go. It's terrible.
Oh, man.
As you can tell, I'm a doctor.
There is very little left to actually gain any understanding from. All of the bones seem to be intact, and don't have any tool marks on them that you could notice. And the leather armor has all manner of battle scars on it and is quite rotted away. So what holes there are, you wouldn't be able to tell whether they were just from age or from damage that was then exacerbated by age, or if it was from like rough, malicious surgical procedure kind of thing.
Fair enough.
There's nothing that you could
sense
ascertain
anyway.
from the body to that end.
Yeah.
Can I use the edge of my staff to just move the skull right away from the rest of the body? Just roll it away?
The quarterstaff was that?
Just with any object that's long enough to touch it.
Sorry,
Do you have the machine?
sorry. Rephrase that. What's the thing you're trying to achieve?
If the skeleton is magical in any way, I'd just rather have it in two separate pieces than
So you're trying to
all together.
trying to disrupt the skeleton.
Yeah.
Post-mortem decapitation.
Basically.
Basically.
There's a slight bit of resistance. The last vestiges of desiccated. That's the word. The last vestiges of desiccated flesh holding onto it, but only barely. And the skull comes away fairly effectively. You're able to move that to a further point of the slab, or knock it onto the ground if you want.
No, I'll leave where it. Can I use the wand of magic detection? Hold on.
Do you have detect magic as a spell?
I have a wand of magic detection.
Yeah, but do you have the spell? Because if you have the spell, you can use it without a cost rather than using the charge on a wand. It'll just take 10 minutes.
I don't think I do though. Let me check. I do have it as a spell, actually.
You do have it as a ritual.
You can do it as yeah.
So,
Yeah. Just saves
ritually.
you, yeah. It just saves a charge in case we happen to need it later. It's not too much of a difference.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll use it because. Yeah.
Certainly. You do not notice anything magical about this situation.
Out of curiosity, is that cursed tiefling heart a proper magical item? Is there like an actual item for it?
I
Wasn't.
don't know. I mean,
I
technically,
was-
yes, it is a magical item that you can attune to. You shouldn't.
Yeah,
but you
because
can.
I've just made it into a custom item and just called it cursed tiefling heart, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then wrote on it whoever will kill whoever attunes to it, and that's it. I was
Yeah.
wondering if there was an actual item though in D&D Beyond.
Not that I have.
Okay, fair.
Whether it actually exists, I don't know.
Fair enough.
In general, I don't have any inclination to purchase additional content just for the sake of the magic items.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair, yeah.
The character creation is the only thing that I'm interested in by purchasing D&D Beyond content.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because I can homebrew the rest.
Yeah. No, that's fair, I was just curious.
Yeah.
I will eventually convince someone to attune to that heart though, and it will be great.
Look, you've got the option of it.
So red room hallway door thing?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red
go
room
for it.
hallway
Yep.
door thing.
Door. Alright.
You do still have the detect magic up. The dragon skeletons also don't appear to be magical as you go through. None of there is a lingering magic in all dragon skeletons, being such powerfully magical creatures innately. But there is nothing beyond that natural affinity to magic, more than an actual enchantment. The tentacles do have a lingering, do have an enchantment of illusion magic over them, rather than transmutation. The remnants of transmutation magic to give them the form, but the persistent enchantment is illusion. And evocation, I think, would be the crystals above. But you come to the door below. Do you wish to open it?
Yes.
Yeah, I should
Go.
move you along so you can actually see.
Oh,
that-
this
Let
this
me
looks
just,
fine.
Oh.
Who wants to stand in the middle?
What is that?
Any volunteers?
yeah. Let's see.
Sure.
Where's Racine when you need him?
I'm kidding.
What is that?
I know what that is.
Sorry, what is that? Is that what I think that is?
Have I spawned one of those before?
Yeah.
I think you have, yes.
Yeah.
Is that a Modron?
It is one of the forms of Modrons.
Yeah.
So,
Specifically, this
Why
is a
isn't-
Quadron.
so why is a literal living manifestation of perfect order and balance here?
In the Mad Mages?
I'm gonna step forward into this square.
Oh,
And why does he keep moving around the room?
Modrons just do that.
Okay.
Mechanus is, as much as it is the perfect embodiment of balance and order, it goes so far into balance and order that it becomes chaotic. So they're actually very chaotic and interesting creatures. But they are technically balanced and
They
perfectly lawful
they
and all
follow
that.
a level of order that most
Yeah.
people cannot understand.
Yeah. So with you're looking at him thinking, oh, he's just running around in a circle doing weird things. He's actually
There
probably
is
doing
presumably
something very
some
specific.
good purpose for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just it seems to have no interest in you, but it is moving around the room in a counterclockwise circle.
Having no interest is good. I don't want to see his older brother. What's the big thing that like can pretty much not die? That
I
will chase
don't
you
know.
forever.
Oh,
I'll find the name of it.
I know what you're talking about.
Its attacks are guaranteed. It doesn't have to roll to attack. It doesn't have to roll to damage, and it's pretty much invincible. It's insane.
Yep.
It's
Let's
basically
see,
it
if you
only
want to
appears
keep
if you
it
mess
moving,
with cosmic
just for the
stuff.
sake of the camera, for the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, hold on. Let's see, you can control the thing, keep it moving in a circle if you like.
Yep.
You don't have to.
Oh, fine.
Supporting the 20-foot high ceiling are 4 pillars of white marble, each shaped in the likeness of a stoic female elf in flowing robes, with a flowering branch clutched to her chest. They all 4 face inwards to the center of the room. Circling these statues counterclockwise is the quadrone, bow at the ready. Makes a clicking and clacking noises as it walks, as its mechanical body moves around. And the walls are carved with bas reliefs of unicorns and bare-branched trees. Your detect magic being up, you see a fairly powerful aura of abjuration magic around the pillars. That's about it. Yeah. And there is the 2 pathways. One to the left, one to the right, and I seem to have missed a door. Which I will place now.
Just to clarify, it's an inevitable. That's what it is.
Inevitable. That's it.
Yeah.
Because it is inevitable, it'll appear and you will die.
Yep.
Or you will be captured.
Mm-hmm.
It is inevitable that if it appears, you will be taken.
Yeah.
Did anything happen to Letsia in the middle?
Nothing seems to have taken effect.
Hey,
Curious.
interesting.
I go up to this statue then.
Do you do anything?
I touch the statue.
The quadrant seems to be keeping a closer eye on you, but doesn't seem to take any further action. You don't feel or see or hear anything unusual.
Ooh.
Okay, I have to do this. I'm too curious. I'm gonna step in and go counterclockwise around the square.
All right. You certainly do so. There is no effect.
Alright, I'll go clockwise.
There is similarly no effect.
Oh, that's boring.
Alright.
Go clockwise on the outside of the circle.
Yeah, I'll go do that then. I'll go
Well,
clockwise.
Alright, while he's doing that, can I check out one of the statues?
What are you looking for?
I don't know, anything that might stand out. But I recognize, are they, is there anything special about these?
Go ahead and make a
Fingers?
investigation or history check.
Okay, which would be better? Oh, either one is bad. Okay. Let's try history. 7!
Your areas of expertise that you've been trained in particularly are far more in the line of dwarvish and gnomish craftsmanship.
Yep.
These being elvish. You can at least identify that much, that these are don't seem to have been the craft of the dwarves.
Okay.
You can't quite place much anything more than that.
Right. Would they hold any religious significance? Do you know?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Is that I actually have proficiency in, and I still only get a 10.
That's fine. Let me see.
Yeah, the 8 intelligence is not helping.
Again, this is not the area that you've experienced much or trained much with.
Right.
But you are able to get certain bits of inclination about the nature of what this probably is. Especially knowing that there is abjuration magic around it. These seem to have some kind of iconography of restoration. You're not necessarily certain to what extent that would be or how it would be activated, if that's the correct thing to do. But there is something about this that seems to at least be indicating restorative elven magic.
Would I recognize anything here?
You would presumably be able to identify the types of flowers and the trees that are in the carvings.
Nothing further as an
Yeah.
elf or as a ranger.
Again, it would be those. You also would be able to recognize that it is some kind of iconography of rejuvenation. Is the kind of thing present. The trees, you recognize them as a species of tree that is held by the elves as being particularly noted for restoration, for rejuvenation. It's I'll let you make a medicine check to see the extent of that would be used for. But it is a tree that particularly in the heart of winter is known to shed all of its leaves and become a cold stone grey, and then come springtime rejuvenates as brilliantly as as the brightest tree. Yep.
I got a 22 on my medicine, by the way.
Yep. The ground bark of that tree and the petals of the flowers that they're holding are both commonly used in restoration potions. Now, these are all carved out of stone and marble, so you wouldn't be able to actually use them to that effect, but that is the iconography of the space.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so it seems to be good, regardless of what it is. We just don't know how to use it yet.
Did you explain what you figured out from it to us?
Yes, I would have explained that.
Has anyone got like a poison or anything on them?
What are you planning?
Can we not corrupt potentially
No.
healing?
He,
I have poison spell.
he specifically made note that it represented restoration. So my theory is it's like a zone of restoration. So if you have something that can be cured by restoration and you step into the zone, it will cure it.
I have
Well,
poison
you get poison.
spray.
Well, that doesn't
Alright,
actually.
Yeah, but that
Follow
doesn't
me out.
apply poison though. You need the actual poison condition.
Who's about to get
I mean,
poisoned?
Let's is blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, but that's a
Yeah.
curse. Restoration doesn't affect curses, does it?
We'll just
No.
see.
Wait, yeah, no, I'm curious. When he goes to the temple and has cured his blueness before, was that restoration or remove curse?
It's remove curse.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
The only thing
mean,
that can remove it is remove curse.
Yeah,
Remove curse is a restorative spell,
yeah,
just to be
Right.
clear.
yeah.
So it's this one that's restorative?
I mean, they all are.
The thing as a whole is restored.
The four statues are all identical, looking inwards to the center.
And they're all statues of people, did you say?
Female elves. Right?
Stoic female elves in flowing robes.
Okay, fair.
Is there anything else in other? Wait, no, you already said the pictures on the or the things on the walls.
Yep.
Can't see very far. There's a door over here.
Hmm. There's also several alcoves along this hallway to the right.
Quite right.
If I stay in the center long enough,
Yeah, we'll just stay here forever.
well, you guys do what you want to do.
Where do you want to
I
go?
want to figure out what this does.
I'll give it like 5 minutes.
What do the
Is
others
the-
of you want to do during that 5 minutes?
Can I peek into this door down, or see if I hear anything by this door?
Certainly. Make a perception check for me.
12.
12.
Mhm.
You don't notice anything particularly over the clacking of the quadrant moving around.
Can I peek through the other side?
You can do so.
Alright, there is a hallway of some kind over here. And I'd tell the rest of the group.
Wait, why is my vision not working through that? Oh, it's because the door angle, I think. No,
Yeah.
it's still not. What the heck?
My vision
No, there's
seems
like-
kind of weird. My vision seems
Yeah,
off.
there's like a solid black just patch there.
What's wrong, sorry?
There's like a solid black patch right there. I can't see past.
I mean,
It's a
there is
wall
a
going down.
wall, potentially.
Oh, it is a wall. Okay, I thought that kept going. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, right there's a wall. I'm just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the mark might cut off a little bit before the wall texture itself actually is shown properly.
Well, no, you can see the wall texture. I was confused by the rubble and thought it was like something else and
Yeah.
it kept going.
Nah, it's just.
So now it was confusing me.
Alright, so where do we want to go? Or are we just gonna hang out here for a few minutes?
Not sure. Hey,
Got two
Modron
different
thing.
hallways.
Modron thing, do you speak? What are you doing in here?
Go ahead and make a insight check.
Alright.
Insight, Arcana, or History. Any of those would be viable.
They're all the other two are better, but oh well.
Any of you can make that check, by the way.
What was it?
Insight, Arcana, or History.
Right. 13 insight.
26
Ooh.
insight.
Excellent.
There we go.
20.
Rangers, the rest.
Health. You being trained particularly in planar travel, and dealing with planar travel, you have certain bits that you're aware of, particularly with Modrons and other creatures from Mechanus. In general, they cannot be influenced except by certain creatures, basically their superiors that they already recognize as such. they have their own language, that is the Modron language, and they generally cannot speak any other language than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they could speak anything.
You do
Okay,
not
so I'll
know
just-
that language, but you know that it exists.
Okay, so I will just, I will tell Sylvanus, yeah, I don't, you're not going to be able to communicate with it.
That's pain. Wait. How does message work? Does that have to share a language?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. So I know there's other ones where you don't need to share it, which is similar.
Yeah, message does not specify language at all, which means that it is basically just a direct communication of voice after fashion.
Well,
Oh.
message is use whisperer.
Yeah, exactly. There is not necessarily any magical understanding that is granted.
Yeah.
Right.
There are various things of various other forms of either telepathic or magical communication, which do specify that they override language barriers. Usually,
Yeah,
it's
but I
required that they
think-
understand at least one language, but not that you share a language.
Yeah.
So, if any of
But
you
I
has
think
such a feature,
Kalishtar's have it.
Hmm?
I think Kalishtar's have it. It's like one of their things they just get as a racial thing. It's they can just communicate with people telepathically. And it's like as long as they have a language, they can chat.
yeah.
No, I don't have it.
Yeah.
And it takes thoughts,
Racina has
probably
such an
won't work.
ability.
Yeah, Racina does, but Racina's not here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tina's staring at a wall somewhere.
little
Racina
bit.
was the first person I thought of and went, well, they're not here. That's not an option. It's sad. I want to know what this thing does.
I'm just thinking. Like, I would be happy for him to come down, actually. Sure.
Right.
So it shall be. Because he is useful, and I am technically the one controlling him for this floor. So, meandering around for a while, you hear hurried footsteps come down, and Rusina comes through the door. Above you. Frantically saying, "Did you see the tentacles and stuff back there? It's really weird. Ooh, what's this?"
Our guide has returned.
Yes.
Yay.
As always.
Just in time.
You know, there's a whole wing to the north that you guys have missed. Lots of really interesting stuff. I felt like I'd leave it for you though. Anyway, he would very much be interested in the strange extraplanar mechanical insane thing walking around in circles.
Yeah.
Would probably
talk to this
walk
thing
in
at
a
all?
circle backwards in front of it, keeping pace with it. Anyway, yeah, Rosena will stare at the thing intently for a bit, and then the Modron will start speaking in its very mechanical language. And Rosena will stop, realize his error, and unless Gordonian wants to use comprehend languages, Rosena will do so.
I don't think I have that, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, cool.
As a ritual.
I was looking for it, but I didn't see it.
Comprehend languages as a ritual, first level spell.
Oh yeah, no, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
Wow,
lets you understand them.
well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I looked at my spells and I was like, I don't have anything that can do this. I am an
The
idiot.
thing is, comprehend languages lets you understand them, not communicate back.
Yeah.
So you hear the Modron's half of the conversation. Sorry. Let me find the irrelevant stuff. Probably what you would hear back is in Modron. I am called Hellestrom. He gave it to me. He told me to do it. Do you wish to inquire at all about anything?
Need all the information.
Yes. All the things.
All the things.
Processing.
Breaks it.
What categorization would you like first?
It's just process the universe, hasn't it?
A little bit.
You had to be. You can't be that.
You do also
General.
hear what sounds kind of like gears meshing incorrectly, coming from its head as you had asked that.
Specifically, what is it doing here? What was the order it was given? Why? And what is this thing? I state that to Rusina.
Yes, or speak it out loud at least.
Yeah.
Which then Rusina translates. So say those again in order, in whatever order you want to ask them. It is still moving around the circle, by the way.
What is its order? Why was
Yeah,
it
I just
given
can't be
its
bothered to move it
order?
around.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been instructed to defend these statues and walk in a counterclockwise circle around them.
Why?
Unknown.
What is this thing and its statues?
I have many times seen this place be used to restore petrified creatures to flesh.
So it's very close to what I thought it was. Just a little bit more specific. Anyone got some stone friends?
Can we do that with what's the name of skeleton we saw?
The skeleton what?
The
You mean the
The
tiefling skeleton?
yeah, that one. Does that count as petrified, or is that just
No, that's
completely
dead.
That's dead.
It's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Petrified
means it's
is turns
stone.
to stone.
For example, there was a room on the first floor where we found petrified goblins fighting a whatever the corpse bug thing, I can't remember what it's called, which was also petrified. It was a weird beetle or something.
Oh yeah.
So if we really wanted, we could just bring those all back and have a mad chat.
Just don't grab any with that are missing limbs.
Yeah,
It could
Yep.
get messy.
that won't be pleasant.
Um,
Yeah. Well, my curiosity. is
You would
satisfied.
also then hear he keeps some of them over there.
Ooh, that's what the archives are for. I want to know now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Um,
Oh.
Yes, you see various petrified creatures in each of the alcoves, coming down this way.
okay, that's a giant snake.
Yep.
Those they look like kind of like
Gricks.
giant slugs. Oh,
Gricks.
gricks.
What? No.
We should take. We
Don't know
should,
what that is. It has webbed feet though.
We
Well, it should say webbed
should
feet.
reanimate the giant snake for fun.
Wait, are
Wait,
these?
no.
Is this a tiefling?
Which one, sorry? I can't see what you're saying.
Are these drow?
Or I'm pinging.
Yeah. So there is from what you can see, 4 bullywugs, 3 gricks, 2 drow, 4 rust monsters, 5 troglodytes, 6 goats, 1 boar, 1 constrictor snake, 1 kenku, 1 lizard folk, 1 mind flayer, 1 nothic, 1 orc, 1 giant badger, 1 quogroth, and 1 human.
Ooh, where's the human?
The
Actually, that's a good
human
point.
is the last one on the right. The last one on the south.
Let's drag the human over and put him in the thing.
Yeah.
Who was the guy we were looking for?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There might be a reason he's remained petrified, though.
Don't
We
care.
can kill them. We
I
can kill
think
them.
the guy you were looking for is
okay.
a dwarf, but I will double check that if you
Oh,
want
is
to
he,
look further.
Yeah.
This person certainly doesn't match his description in any case. None
Okay.
of them do.
It's still a person.
I think we found where he stores all his replacements.
Some of them certainly.
We can still unpetrify the humanoid or the human.
Yep.
There
He
are
will be the
several
most
humanoids.
willing to listen. Sorry, the most willing to listen. This human.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Mind Flayer is probably very keen to listen to us and have our brains.
I just want to push the
There's
mind
Mind
flayer over.
Flayer? Where,
Yeah,
where
there's a
is
Mind Flayer.
Sorry,
me.
my flyer is which is that one.
I'm coming.
He's just chilling.
This one's the mind flyer.
He's just chilling.
He's just
Yep.
chilling, all made of stone.
I'm gonna push him over.
Make an athletics check.
Don't fail me now, muscles. 21.
21. You topple the statue over quite solidly. It actually has quite a bit of speed going down. And yeah. Both of its arms snap off as it clashes onto the ground.
Nice.
So, do you reckon if we chuck one arm in, it'll just unpetrify the arm, or the whole thing from a distance? Because it's still like part of it, sort of.
We could find out.
You don't necessarily
Cool.
know. You can certainly try and find out. In general, it is possible for parts of creatures to be unpetrified. It is generally not considered wise or beneficial to do so. And some forms of magic will specify that it is a creature that is targeted, so that is a petrified creature.
Not a petrified arm. Yep.
Yeah. So a portion of a petrified creature that could not itself survive would not be considered a creature.
Yeah.
Can I pick him up?
Go ahead and make
How
another.
heavy is he?
What was that?
How heavy is he?
It is a, I think, intellect. Sorry, Mind Flayer is a
Mind Flayer.
fairly large as humanoids go from memory.
Yeah.
This one certainly is, and is made of solid stone. So certainly weighs more than you do. But
Okay.
you're a big, strong fighter man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to try and right it, go ahead and make an athletics check.
No, I want to pick him up and bring him into the other room.
Right. That is a different matter.
How much does he weigh?
Just remember, it's the brain that's the dangerous bit, not the arms.
Exactly.
I feel like this is gonna go wrong.
What is it?
Tim's just questioning our choices.
No, I'm just googling how much does a statue weigh. Several hundred pounds at least.
Easy. Can we roll it?
As a party,
You could certainly haul it there, collectively. Do you wish to attempt to do so?
I can push or drag 480 pounds apparently.
Yeah, so you're certainly doing a lot of the work to it, but even then it is at the edge of what you could achieve alone, and that slowly.
Okay, yeah, I want to drag him back to the other room.
I mean,
Alright.
technically, I can push and drag 300 pounds.
Actually,
So you're hauling this
I mean,
armless
yeah.
armless mind flayer?
Yes.
Interesting choice. Yeah, you're able to do
We'll
so.
He'll push.
Working together, you can. Working together, you manage to drag him along, leaving chips of stone from the back of him behind as he grates along the ground.
Did anyone push and drag or do anything with the human?
Not yet.
You want to see how this works first?
Yes.
I do question your choice at using the thing that's likely going to try and kill you
Alright.
after the fact.
It's also
Probably
like
'cause we
probably
haven't
the
fought
most
enough.
powerful thing there.
Apparently,
Like, there
we're
are,
not that hungry
Like
today.
goats at the far end somewhere.
Yep. And then I want to try and get him to stand upright again. So what is that, an athletics check?
Absolutely, that'll be an
suspect it-
athletics check.
I suspect it activates as
14?
needed.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Part of why it was so easy to tip over was because it was so heavy.
okay.
It doesn't need to be standing up.
Doesn't
No,
need to
he
shove
doesn't.
in.
In.
So how do we undo?
Put him in the center.
Yeah, we
I
put him in the
suspect it
center.
activates when he enters it. Yeah.
I'm ready on the initiative button.
I'm basically going to hold an action to cast Chromatic Orb.
And I'm holding an action to once he turns back into flesh, I'm just gonna stab him right through the head.
Chromatic Orb Lightning.
Holding the tip of my rapier against his head.
Alright.
At this point.
Sorry. I'm just.
He's already lost 2 arms. I mean, how many hit points can he have?
Yeah, that's
doing
fair.
that math right now.
Tim's just like, what have I done?
Sorry, No, I'm amused by all of this. I just need to find all the relevant information to then deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm just leaning into my hatred of aberrations and
Oh,
Um.
fair.
Okay.
I'll
So if we're gonna
Right.
test it, let's test it on the armless and cause him as much pain as possible.
Halistron does convey that he has seen Halister make use of this many times. He with a hand on one of the pillars, he says the phrase "elf magic," and
Of
the
course.
thing is done. So he does convey that to you. Yeah, okay. So, first, let me find... this thing, which I will...
already counter spell in case he tries anything.
I'm already holding chromatic orb as well.
I don't
And
think you have
I'm
to
actually
ready
gonna-
counter spell. It's like always ready, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it just pops.
It's the reaction, isn't it? Or...
Yeah,
Is it a
counter
reaction?
spell is a
I'm
reaction.
actually
Okay,
gonna,
no.
and I am ready with my. I'm gonna actually have my great sword ready for this.
Okay, your new greatsword.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just getting up relevant everything.
I'm just amused standing in the corner watching you guys do this.
Wow, not even participating in our group murder of a mind flayer.
Would you like to preemptively roll initiative?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
That's such a
14.
bad roll.
I didn't click on it. Oh, I was clicked on it.
I forgot to click on it, but I got a 12 as my first roll, so the second roll doesn't count. Wait, there we go, never mind. I'll just change it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've already changed mine.
Yep, you should all be in.
And Sergey is +2 as well. Of course, Sergey goes before me.
I will roll its initiative after your surprise round. I will also roll 2 points.
Is Sergey going first? He is.
That's going first.
He's going
Oh.
first.
That's awesome.
Because I'm just watching in the corner, I don't want a surprise round. I just want to hold until somebody takes damage.
Well, Sergey can see that we're doing stuff, so he's gonna shoot.
This is gonna go real well.
Oh, absolutely.
My thought is I'm just
can just
gonna let you
feel
guys
it.
clean up your own mess. Unless you need to step in.
Alright. So, and then
And
this
I wanna-
thing
and then-
is
Okay.
prone and petrified at the moment. Well, that'll do. Okay. So,
Good.
you have certainly done so. Does one of you wish to... Actually, no. Maricina will quite happily do that. Go up, place a hand on one of the on the backs of one of the statues looking in, and say, "Elf magic."
That's
The subtle blue glow that has been in here builds and flares, and the stone of the mind flayer melts away into flesh.
cool. Sergey's gonna shoot.
Quite a lot. Cool. Sorry, just a second.
And TPK.
Okay.
He's prone, so we get advantage, right?
Yep. He also
Ooh.
only just came into awakeness, being entirely unarmed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Just good because I'm gonna use my great weapon master with the great sword.
Yeah, good. Cool. So Sergey goes first.
Yep.
Do this
Certainly.
attack.
Go ahead.
Natural 20.
Absolutely.
On a 1d6 plus 2 attack.
Now it's 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
12 damage.
An arrow strikes the open wound of one of the arms, which is
Oh, he's got a new arm now.
it waves the arrow.
Yeah.
Oh no. 10. Also, by the way, it gets 15.
All right, so 18, but minus 5 to that.
13.
13.
It doesn't get its first turn, actually. Sorry, what was that?
13.
13. Why 13?
Minus 5 for Great Weapon
Great.
Master.
Great weapon master.
Right, you're intentionally taking the -5. Yeah. 13 does not hit it. You do have advantage.
He
Yeah, that was
used it.
advantage.
17, 18.
Right.
Can you hit again?
I do have a second melee attack. I do
Yep,
get
go
to
for it.
that.
With
Try
advantage.
again. With advantage. 24 minus
So
5.
19.
19.
Yep, that will still hit. That will
Okay.
hit.
9 plus 10 for 19 damage.
Yep, you strike down and slash off a couple of its tentacles, which are just starting to wake up. I haven't put the combat music on. There's no point. Let's ya.
I said I was holding chromatic orb with lightning.
Go for it.
The Modron Quadron's
My-
just walking
Oh my
around.
gosh.
So firstly, make that attack.
Yep. I just did. Natural 20.
Yep.
Yep.
That was on the first roll, by the way.
Okay.
Do I get something better on the second roll? No. So this is 68. I don't have enough d8s for this in one roll.
What are you casting this at?
First level.
Chromatic orb?
Chromatic orb.
Oh, it's
3d8 normally.
wow. Okay, it's 3d8 and you crit. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 68 is fireball level.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
it's 8d6.
Yeah.
Just
Still.
well, yeah. So that's 14.
But yeah. To be fair, it is only single target as opposed to fireball, which is massive area.
Right.
Yes. So 14, 20, 31, 35 lightning damage.
It's dead, isn't it?
It surges up and rides with the lightning and just collapses down completely stationary.
Let me just make sure wild magic doesn't go off.
Please roll your d20.
4.
Wild magic will go off, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
First level
Yeah.
spell, no modifications.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I need to pull up the list.
I'm just barely in the 30-foot range.
Oh, please don't be
It's-
fireball.
Hang on, sorry.
The words you wrote on it are more helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So it's roll table. That is a 4 does trigger.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, those
Okay.
words were very intentionally helpful.
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
So that's a 35. My age.
Roll a
Changes.
d10.
Yeah. 2. I get 2 years older.
Yeah. You're a half elf, fairly young. Wouldn't even be noticeable. But do mark it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Because I was 20. From
Now
when
you
I
are 22.
was. No, I was 22, but I was older. That's the thing. I've gone down in age, and I've gone back up a bit.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Do any of you else want to make use of your reactions and your held actions, or make use of your turn to further desecrate this what is now a corpse?
I will plunge my rapier straight through the brainy bit of its head.
It's still sparking with electricity.
A little bit. You feel a static surge through your rapier as you do so. Your weapon is a fairly natural magical conduit at this point, which is helps with that. Doesn't hurt you, but you definitely notice it.
Yeah.
By the way, it's now on
Chicken.
negative 16 hit points. You overshot it by 16.
Yay!
So even if I was inclined to give it death saving throws, it's dead now. Because you're all still wailing on it.
Can I approach it and just try and inspect and make notes with it, about it?
You can try and do so. Make a medicine check.
Yeah. 21.
Probably dead.
A natural.
There is still a good bit of valuable information you're able to get. Yeah, you make some good notes about the nature of this mind flayer. Without being able to study it alive, you wouldn't have much indication of how its various magics work. But still, you gain some interesting notes about it.
Preferably
Cool.
ways to kill them in the future.
Yeah.
All right, let's go grab that human. Now that we know this thing works.
Are we just gonna start going on a murder spree?
No. I'm gonna. When we move the human, I'll wrap it in our bedroll. We'll lower him to the floor and just.
Should we remove the dead body or just stand him up in the guts of the mind flayer?
Yeah, we probably should remove the dead body. Okay, let's do that first.
Maybe he shouldn't think that we're gonna kill him the second he gets resurrected. Or not
Yeah.
resurrected.
Prestidigitation.
Okay, yeah, press.
Yeah.
G.
The couple of you who are stronger go off and using your bedrolls and some ropes and the collective effort of you manage to quite safely move the human to the circle, to the square rather.
Yep.
The others of you who have prestidigitation and similar magic can clean off the blood stains, the purplish blood of the mind flayer from the elf carved stones.
I'm going to still stand in this corner, still questioning what everybody is doing.
A little bit. You do manage to get the human to the thing. Sorry. Okay.
And
Do the honors, Racina.
He does the same again, puts his hand on the back of the statue beside him, says, "Elf magic!" And nothing happens. He moves tentatively over to a different one. Elf magic! And the same surge of light happens.
Okay. So I guess we could do this 2 more times after this?
Or it just rotates.
Good.
It's weird that it rotates clockwise.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
not
module is going
necessarily.
counterclockwise.
He just
Yeah.
went to a different one.
Yeah.
So it worked.
Now, it looks like a wiry young man grasping a short sword. By the way, is the look of him.
Welcome back.
But yes, his stone melts into flesh, and he stumbles a bit and barely catches himself. He doesn't catch himself. He collapses down prone, gasping for air, and looks up and around. Hi? What's happening?
You were stoned for however long.
Okay.
Crazy.
What do you remember?
I don't know. I think I
Good start.
come down into the dungeon and what was it? We were fighting, my allies went down, and then I woke up here. There was this
Oh,
laughter.
Hey.
Yeah.
what is your name?
Zan. Zan Crassifax. Yes, that's it.
On.
When did you come down here?
Yeah.
Does that last name sound familiar?
I don't know.
It
Go
might be-
ahead and roll a history check.
Is this all of us or whoever wants to?
Whoever wants to.
All the bad rolls at the moment.
14.
I'm gonna roll anyway and not get higher than
I've got
21.
Johnny and Stomach.
Wizard
No.
to rescue.
The name doesn't sound particularly familiar. Certainly not anyone you've met. You have.
Who just right?
It
Wait
definitely
for the
sounds.
15.
It definitely sounds like a Waterdeepian surname. A surname that would be found in Waterdeep somewhere. Not that that says much. It's quite a bustling trade hub. But yeah, it's he conveys the date and the year that he went down. And it was a couple of years ago, not hugely long.
Okay.
For the record, I have no idea what year it is currently that you're doing stuff, and I don't care.
That's okay. Why don't we get him to sit down, maybe sit against the wall, and give him
Give
a
him
little
some food.
food, water,
He
and then break
do
the
I
news to him
gladly
that he's been
accepts it.
petrified for the last.
Do I have
many
any
years?
spare food?
Yeah,
I could spare one ration.
I mean, if you can't
Per day for the rest of the
unwind-
year.
Yeah,
I've only got 130 quantity.
yeah, I think we can afford to give him some rations.
Yeah.
He
sit down.
graciously takes it.
Actually, go
I'll
down
sit down
one
with
ration.
him and tell him some false history and tell him how he's been down there for over 100 years.
Do that.
And
quick.
Make
and-
a deception check.
And he was not famous.
Deception there.
The world has ended. All this other stuff has happened.
We're just here
he
because
laughs
this is
along.
the only-
He picks up the. He assumes that you're joking.
Yes.
The beholders
We're-
now own everything.
We're a bunch of idiots that are just down here for money.
I mean, that's
I know
not
I'm not good
entirely
at
false.
math, but that makes sense.
I know.
So
We're down here for money and leveling up.
we're
Prestige.
kind of in a position now. We kind of have. Well, we don't have to, but it's probably best we escort him back to the surface. We can't really just leave him to just wander through.
You can certainly do
This
so if
place-
you wish.
We could ask
Wait,
him
which one
about
do we
his
do if we
class.
wish? We can just leave him to die if we wish.
We could.
Let's not
We
leave
do a
him.
lot of things, but the best option is probably to escort him up.
How does the yawning portal actually get down to us? Like, how do we get? Because there's an elevator that goes down to particular
Yes.
levels.
You probably would have noticed there was a there is a bucket tied to a thin rope, that just sits down the bottom, and it goes up, and is tied to a bell at the top.
Okay.
I mean,
So you
But is that back on
uh,
floor 1, or is it on this floor? Or
back on the top floor.
Yeah.
The bucket is intended that you place your payment in there and then tug on the rope. It makes the bell ding and you are taken up.
And doing that would take most of the day, and then we would either come back or go to the surface, which would then again take most of the day.
we could have someone could have a long rest while
Where?
someone else takes him up.
Was the bucket at the start of the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was at the entrance.
Then why don't we go down a floor?
No,
it's
sorry,
back
it's
on
at
top floor. Yeah.
floor 1. You are currently on floor 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
are
so
going
we can't go
progressively
that far.
deeper and further south.
How long would it take to escort him to the surface?
That is an excellent question.
I mean, we know the route. We're not going to take anywhere that has
I know,
enemies.
but I've got to.
Yeah, but things change over time, and we've been
Mm.
down here for how long now? Like the
2
second
years.
players?
Yes.
Just because you're all 2 years older.
I've been down here for more than 2 years.
Assuming nothing befalls you on the path, it would take 20 minutes or so to get back to floor 1. Yeah, about half an hour to get to the first floor. From there, it's a bit more complicated a path, but not a terribly long one. The minimum path through the dungeon is actually pretty quick.
Hmm.
But yeah, probably would take about an hour to get back to the yawning portal, if you wish to do so.
Okay, I thought it would take way longer.
No, because the thing is, previously you've been carefully exploring around and fighting a bunch
Yeah.
of things and resting and recuperating between those. Like you've been down here 4 days now. Sorry, 3 days.
So 2 years and 3 days.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You came down here on the first of the month, the first of the 9th month. It is currently the 4th.
Yeah.
So you would be able to ascend back up, whether you want to go back to the surface, spend a day, spend the night up there, and then come back down, or just escort him, have one of you go and escort him back to the entrance, while the rest of you take a long rest down here. That would be up to you, but both would be viable options.
That's what I was referring to because I have trance, so I don't even need the full 8-hour long rest. I could do it in 4 hours, so it would make more sense
Yeah.
that I could just escort him while everyone's taking a long rest.
Yeah, and of course,
Attic-
being a ranger with Underdark being your favorite terrain, you've been through this place recently. You would absolutely have every advantage in doing so.
Can I ask the Tsar where he will be going once he's on the surface?
I don't know. I had a family up there somewhere.
They're probably still around. Where did they live?
Unless the Beholders got them.
I'm trying to scare the kids.
From
What
I
part
was
of-
from
what
one
part
of the
of
smaller
town did you
towns. I was from one of the smaller towns a little further out from Waterdeep.
They're probably still there. They probably like have mourned your death.
Yeah, probably.
So go to them and be a ghost. Don't
Sure.
haunt your family at all.
Thanks.
Do we want one person to escort up and the rest of us stay here, or do we all want to go up? Because I'm thinking if we all go up and rest up there, we could possibly go like shopping or
Oh
something.
yeah, we could go
maybe.
shopping. That is a good
Yeah.
point. How much gold do we have as a
I think is it the third or fourth level of the dungeon has the village or whatever it is, the skull port or whatever.
That is third level. Has
Third
Skullport.
level.
Yes, you
much
you are
money
aware
do we
that
have?
the Xanathar Guild has fairly recently taken over the subterranean city of Skullport. There are winding tunnels that gain access to it from around the Bay of Waterdeep somewhere. Secret, guarded by and secreted and whatever else. So it's most people don't know it's there, can't find it, or can't find their way through. All the same, it is down there somewhere, and it is also known to be accessed from the third floor of this dungeon.
So if we go up and rest there, we can probably go shopping and do whatever else on the surface, or we can long rest here. One person escorts it up, person up comes back, and then we could eventually just continue down to the third level where there's probably shops as well.
Okay, how much money do we have on ourselves now?
Looked at my
On us
inventory,
right
and apparently
now.
I have a diamond.
Apparently, I have nothing.
Yeah, I apparently
Oh.
have nothing on me right now.
I have a
There's the
party fund.
Yeah.
Where is your party
Ah.
fund?
It's in my bag of holding.
Hmm.
In investments, however, I have
This is
money
about
elsewhere.
269 gold, 1,000 silver.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
I've got 500 in gold and a diamond somehow.
Oh yeah, I have a
Yeah.
bunch of gems as well.
I've
If
got
we went
49
home-
gold.
I have 929 platinum, 26 platinum.
I have a few stores of money.
So,
126
what do you wish to do?
platinum.
We could also collect on our bets as well.
What, the fact that we survived?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. It wouldn't be such a bad idea, I feel, to go shopping.
No.
Yeah, we can make more bets coming down and put more money on ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart. Because
Wait,
it's
hold up.
basically like a high interest
Wait.
bank. If we,
Question.
because if we,
Yeah.
So you go.
Yeah.
because if we put the money to the better, give money to the betters, then even if we die, we don't lose anything. And if we succeed, we gain a lot of money. There's no downside to betting on yourself.
I will point
surviving.
out, the odds will change based on how much you do that and how much you
Yeah.
Yeah.
put into that pot.
He's not a dumb guy.
Yeah, they're not
But it
idiots.
doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter because if we lose, then they get the money. But we don't care if they get the money if we lose. We only care if we win. Then we get a bit more money, even if the odds are a bit lower.
Okay, we're just gonna figure out what we do with this guy. Like, if we go up, we go up. If we stay down, there's a shop just in the next level.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Do we...
Right.
we can either go up now, or just sending one person up, we can keep progressing through this floor.
Hmm.
It's like, I guess, like either do we just go straight to a shopping day, pretty much, long rest then shopping day, or
Split the
long
party.
rest and then keep exploring.
I will end the session shortly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed, like, when I brought it up, that would kind of end it as well, anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I will fast forward through a few things that, however you want to do it. So, what do you wish to do?
I vote we go up, but I also have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Is there any way of figuring out or understanding how the dragons got in here? Or the dragon corpses, like, if they're alive, if they weren't, like, anything about that at all? Because...
Whether they died in here or something.
Yeah, because I seem to recall a particular object that stops dragons coming anywhere near Waterdeep.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
coming... Well,
Yeah.
it's not anywhere near, but there's a pretty big area around it, but yeah.
That effect does not penetrate Undermountain.
But how did they get underneath?
Well, firstly, they didn't necessarily die here.
Yeah, that was what I was expecting as well, yeah.
And it is entirely possible that these have been here longer than that effect has been in place.
So you're saying...
I'm
That
not saying
item-
that's the case, I'm saying that's an option.
Okay, alright. Because I was just thinking, it's like, if that's the case, it would mean the item repels dragons from getting in, but any dragon in sight is not repelled, it is fine.
I am not sure of the details of that, but again, in any case, the holder
It's
of
not
the
necessarily
holder of
that,
the
yeah.
staff can permit dragons to pass through. Again, it wouldn't stop a dead dragon from being carried in.
Yeah. No, I was just curious. I was just like, wait, how did those get there? What's that all about? But that's all good.
But no, there definitely are rumors of dragons deeper in Undermountain.
Yeah.
But that doesn't conflict with that effect. 'Cause,
Yeah, no,
the
it's just...
effect of that, the dragon ward, whatever it's called, prevents dragons from entering the city of Waterdeep, and that's about it.
Yeah. No, it just clicked in my head all of a sudden because I was thinking about where my gold is, and I was like, hold up, how are there dragons here? And I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's all good.
So, all told, what are you wanting to do? Are you collectively going back up to the surface?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
sounds good.
Then I can actually sleep in a bed and have my snake.
I can go to my old room. I haven't been there in months.
Certainly.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
To be clear, I do not have that map on this campaign.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Ground rules, though. I'm going to become Jax again.
Yeah.
Rallis does not exist. You have not seen Rallis. He's dead. And when we get to the restaurant, I'll turn into someone else and figure something out, and that's who I am while we're on the surface.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Just to avoid problems.
Kael'th, I will have you make a survival check with advantage.
Okay.
To start with.
And yeah, I will turn back into Jax for the moment.
And if we're going up, I might start working on more unpaid labor.
14.
That's
2
fine.
8 through.
You are all able to. I'm not going to move you. You are all able to make your way safely back through. You do recall the paths that you've taken, and you find your way safely back to first to the Goblin Bazaar. They've started building up their wares again, and they're frantically discussing their new perspective on life and the universe and everything.
Yep.
And
It's our job.
yeah, and they celebrate your return and speed you through, heading back northwards. You make your way back up to the first floor, going through it, wind your way through the secret tunnel past the map room, through the hallways there and up through the excavated tunnel through the pillars, and back to the central room. A few things come across your path, a couple of wandering Gricks and other minor denizens of the dungeon. The few that are bold enough to attack you quickly fall before your might. And you do manage to make your way back up to the descent. Now, how many are you?
More than
7.
before.
Oh wait, is Rusina with us?
Rusina does not seem eager to return to the surface.
Well, we'll meet you back here then.
Yeah.
7 then.
No, well, no, 7 or 6.
No, assuming Sergey comes with us, 7.
Sergey,
Because we're
Well,
escorting
would-
the other guy.
would
So
Sergey
3.
come with me? Yeah, he would, because he's mine.
He would want to come with you, certainly.
Yeah.
Then yes, then.
Wait, will the magic keeping with you persist outside of Undermountain?
Kael'th, again being planar expert, I will have you make a Arcana check.
Arcana.
With advantage.
Oh, that was.
No, thank-
Thank you. Yep, that was much better.
Yes. Okay.
18.
Yeah. A lot of summoning type magic can have various effects. Sometimes it will be dispelled outside of certain areas, sometimes it won't. Having hung around Sergey for a little while, he seems to be very much real. He seems to be very much... there is some magical tether keeping him, but that isn't necessarily bound to the dungeon itself.
Alright, awesome.
So yeah,
Just didn't want to go upstairs and then he's gone.
if
It's
he,
the glyph on me, isn't it?
yeah, if he is reduced to, if Sergey is reduced to 0 hit points, he will vanish. Is generally the case with most summoned entities. But he doesn't seem to be bound to any particular location or person.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, that works then.
So he's not bound to me?
He's bound
He's
the
bound to your
room
service,
cold.
but if you were to fall, he wouldn't necessarily disappear because of that.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's see. I take it you put your 7 gold pieces in the bucket, ring the
Yeah.
bell.
Yeah.
And over the next few minutes, next 10 minutes or so it would take, you are all hoisted up into the tap room of the Yawning Portal. Various people sitting about, looking at everything. Quite amazed that you have all come back after your few days down in the dungeon.
Whoa, it's the old me.
Yeah.
So
Sergey's
much
not
nine there.
Don't worry
Why am
about
I
it.
there?
Don't worry about it.
I got Sergey back.
The regulars with whom you have made bets one of them quite delighted, the others
It's
quite
yeah.
disappointed that to see you come up. Also a little bit surprised that you're blue now.
Yeah, I just had to change my blue self out.
Yeah.
I wasn't
you,
blue.
you
and
are
then I
still
was-
blue.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did note down the various bets.
Oh, good.
Are they 2-to-1 odds or something?
Yeah, I'll go with that for
I
now.
remember.
So. So all told, you were paid out 450 gold pieces for the lot of you who have returned safely.
Yay.
With tales of the second floor.
Who? I've forgotten who bet.
I don't think I bet.
I bet.
Letsia, Sylvanas, and Gundardag. Gunda is not with you.
Yeah.
How much did we bet?
I bet 44, so I made 88. Well, got 88 returned, made 44 gold on top of my 44.
Don't remember how much I bet.
Sorry, yes, I should rephrase that then, that it's 300 gold you're paid back.
Thanks.
That much. So let's say you take 200 and change.
Thanks.
Sylvanas, you get the 44.
The 88.
So 88 all told.
Yep.
Anyway, those are paid out. So you are quite welcome to go and spend a night, spend a long rest in your tavern, in your restaurant rather.
Yep.
The Haunted Bell, or whatever else it happens to be called at the time.
We go up. It's called the Cracked Bell.
Yep. Let's go with that.
Yep. There you go.
It has been well managed in your absence.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maintaining profits. Anything else you wish to add to that effect?
I want to go down to my secret room
Just
that
sit
I
and admire
hand
it?
built. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be down there for a bit and then head upstairs. Do I need to do another animal handling check on my snake?
Um,
Because I'm gonna feed him.
yeah,
Just
your
like the snake is dead.
I just
your
realised I did it.
your non-living servants will have had orders to make sure it is fed regularly, like every few days.
Yeah.
You have snakes don't eat frequently. You've probably come back before that, but you are able to feed it. Make an animal handling check.
Thank you. 15.
Certainly. It seems to be quite amiable to its situation. A little more active
more-
given you're in the middle of summer.
Yes. And it should be shedding soon.
It has done over the last couple of days.
Yummy.
But you were coming up to do a shopping trip. Is there anything you are after to shop for?
How much do we have in the party fund?
Like 360.
Plus, let's use personal fund, with which he can do what he likes.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to go pick up my personal fund.
Yes. My personal fund's in the safe.
Mine's in a slightly safer place.
Gotta
So
buy
I think
gold
mine's in the
dragon.
safe in. Mine's in the safe in the secret room.
I'm
Yes.
wondering if me and Gordonian should find another way to see, like maybe try and see if we can purchase some goggles at night.
Yep.
Can you repeat that?
Uh,
Wait.
possibly
basically trying to give you dark vision.
Yeah.
I have a transmuter stone which I can just use for the dark vision.
Do you have that feature yet? Also, by the way, you can take your
I-
long rest and you can all level up. To
Thank
level
you.
Oh,
7.
cool. I think I got it at like
Level 6. or
level
something?
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we are.
Yep.
I had it. I
Okay.
think I've had it for a little bit. Just haven't decided what to use it on.
Because if we all have dark vision, then I don't have to.
Yeah,
level up. It makes us.
Yeah,
level
I have dark vision. Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely make use of that. I will make sure your token is adjusted accordingly.
Thank you.
I don't know what I need to buy, but I need to buy something. I'm sure.
But yeah, that's what I'd be looking for is goggles.
Goggles of Night.
Yep.
Uncommon magic items, but not incredibly rare.
No.
And I'll look for books in the library about how to make unpaid labor.
Certainly. You can both make an investigation check with advantage for those things that you are looking for.
Thank you.
One sec. I need to back up.
Cool.
Yes, certainly. You do find, Gordonian, you do find various books in some of the arcane libraries about creation of constructs, the summoning of undead, things of that sort.
13.
I just realized I get 4th level spell slots.
Nice.
I may take vitriolic sphere.
Yeah.
Just because I like the 10d4 and then 5d4.
Yeah.
It's that or wall of fire.
I thought I got more sneak attack this level, but it's next level. But next level I get really cool stuff.
Yep.
Swashbuckler.
Alright.
Um,
And I am actually gonna. And
now, do you
doing
want to
what
take
I-
a day or two of downtime on the surface, collectively?
I don't mind.
We've just got to be aware that the longer we wait up here, the more likely the person on the second floor can get away.
Right.
Yes.
And I don't want to lose the promise that we made.
Yeah.
But yes, Tanalth, you do fairly quickly find someone offering goggles of night for some 700 gold pieces.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'll just hold on to the. I'll just keep on with the drift globe for now.
You are aware that like, you could fairly reasonably find someone else selling it for a lower price, but it would take
Yep.
you, would potentially take you the better part of a day to find someone.
Nah. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Wait for what? Sorry. I was reading things. I zoned out for a second.
Should how hard should I pursue these goggles of night?
It's up to you, really.
Yeah, I think I can get. I think I'll be fine for now.
Yeah, you got a
700
floating
seems a
ball,
little-
so...
Yeah, 700 just seems a little steep.
I can barter it down if you need. How much do they usually go for? Seems
Roughly 500 gold for that level of magic item is fairly standard. Is fairly typical. Varies quite a bit. 700 is definitely very much the upper end of what you would pay, what anyone would pay for that kind of magic item.
Yeah, it seemed a little steep.
Can I barter down to 400?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me. Or any other kind of charisma check if you want, if you feel that's more appropriate.
No, it would be persuasion. 22.
You walk into this shop. So Tunnel has found this place. Been outraged at the cost. Left, found you, and directed you towards it. You walk in, and the proprietor looks up, and is amazed to see one of the heroes of Waterdeep has walked into his shop. He very eagerly goes up to you and is very eagerly, how can I help you today, sir? Such a pleasure to have one of the heroes of Waterdeep in our shop. Please take a look around. What is it you're after?
My friend came in here after some goggles of night.
It's a Karen.
Let me speak to your manager.
You say I'm a Karen?
I believe we do
Yeah.
have one of those in stock. Yes.
How much were you selling it for?
Well, it is one of our
I think
one of our rarer items that we have.
About,
One of our rarer items that we have. We
definitely sufficient for this price.
You understand that we can't just sell it to anyone. It is a very valuable tool for many people in many professions. But
Yes,
for,
you're selling it to me.
For renowned adventurers such as you, we wouldn't dare withhold such a thing for you. By all means, knocks away the price tag against it. 400 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Yes, that is the price we acquire them by. How could we think to make profit off your great deeds?
Thank you so much. I'm just gonna pay this for Tanalith.
Oh, well, thank you.
You can pay me back later.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to acquire?
What else do you have?
Certainly. Take a look around. You see all manner of magic items and trinkets that look like they should be magical. You, having dealt with quite a lot of magic, you can tell at a glance that a lot of them are not. But certainly you can find various common and uncommon magic items. A few that are slightly rarer. If there is anything that you're after, I will roll a dice.
I don't necessarily like. The only thing I really need is just like. Hang on. A wand of War Mage +2 would be great.
I feel like that's incredibly rare.
Inventory.
It is a rare item.
Yeah.
Yes, quite rare. But we shall see. We shall see. Wand of the War Mage. Bonus to spell attack rolls determined by the wand's rarity. And ignore half cover when making spell attacks. Okay.
Yes. Like, if he does have it, I'm happy to sell him back the +1 that I have.
Excellent. Yes. That should not be necessary. I'm sure one of your companions would benefit greatly from having that
likely.
as well. Gee. But again, it is quite one of the rarer items. Quite a powerful one at that. Let us see if it is had. Unfortunately, not. We do have a one of the more uncommon variants, which I see you already have a hold of, as well as
Yes.
one or two other wands of various kinds.
What ones of various kinds do you have?
What
Such a
wands?
rich, annoying person up here.
Let me see.
I'm a rich Karen. Tantalith, I haven't given you the thing yet. I'm just still holding it.
No problem.
I can't show weakness while I'm in a store.
Of course not.
Oh.
I'm
One
just
of
making
the
Tim think.
No, I'm rolling on things.
Yeah.
One of the rarer things that we've got here, yes, is a wand of paralysis. Lets you paralyze your foes at some range. Quite pricey, very hard to get hold of. And he rifles through a pile of what looks like mostly junk. Some thought struck him that maybe he had something. Pulls up. Yes. It's a strange golden wand with various golden rods sticking out from it towards the end, each with a different coloured crystal or glass bead, gem or glass bead. This, I believe, is a wand of wonder. Very rare, very dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
Let me check our pricings.
I've had one of those before.
Yes.
They're really fun. I really want it.
Yeah.
Lol.
They're so unpredictable, which makes it really good for me.
What's unpredictable?
The Wand of Wonder.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Very, very rare. Very few people are making such items as these. Unfortunately, I'm not able to let it go for less than 4,000 gold pieces. You understand?
So that's like 400 platinum.
I could write
Quite.
him one of the spells I have in my spell book. I feel like that could do some trading with that.
What is the? How do you even make a Rod of Wonder?
Wand of Wonder. It is.
Yes.
You would actually be the most likely to be able to make one.
Yeah.
But creating magic items is something you can do as a downtime activity. You do have the magic and the understanding and potentially the materials to create one. It would take sorry, just checking.
Oh, you're fine. Because I may make one because I don't want to spend half of my money.
Yeah.
I could just can I write scrolls and just sell them? Aren't they quite a lot of money?
That is something you can do for some profit if you wish.
I also have a restaurant.
Yes.
What's
But
the
I'd like
value
to
of a
know.
level 4 spell?
Basically, your combined efforts would be able to contribute about 100 gold pieces per day of effort, and it would take a few thousand gold pieces worth of resource and effort to make it. So it would take you about a month to be able to imbue this thing properly.
That would be fine. Because over that time, I'm making money. I'm not just spending outright.
Yeah. But that would be like a very extended period of downtime in order to make that.
Yeah. That's fine. I'd prefer to make one of those than actually buy it.
Yep.
That's not very much longer.
I would suggest the party collectively might not want to take a month to make you a special magic item.
1 minute.
No, that's fine. Like I might just take a month by myself and just reflect on time. So I might put Let's Hear aside for a month of game time and then come back and play a different character for the meantime. Like
that's
that sort of
potentially
thing.
an option. I will also point out there are very much rumors and reports of powerful magic items deeper in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Potentially there might be a Wand of Wonder buried in some treasure trove down deeper. So, in the month that it would take you to make one, you could get down to that level and acquire one.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'll keep going. Like
Yep.
I like my Ring of the Quacken as well.
Yes. And of course there are many various other magic items about in the shop. Those couple of wands were by far the rarest of them.
Is there like a ring or a cloak of protection? I've just looked at my AC. It's like that's low.
Cloak of protection. I will have a look at ring in a minute.
Even if they're just like
uncommon magic items, those.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I've got to go.
Ring
Okay.
protection is
Yeah,
rare.
all good. Let me know if there's anything you want to. Let me know through chat if there's anything you want to look for or buy, or spells you want to transcribe. Yeah. So yeah.
I have figured out what I want to buy whenever it is my turn.
Yeah, sorry for taking up so much of your turns.
You're fine. I needed to research.
Yes, they do certainly have. Actually, no, sorry. Unfortunately, we do not have a cloak of protection. But I am aware that one of the magic shops down the road has one for an unreasonably low price, if you ask me.
Okay.
So you might
see ya.
consider. Okay.
Thank you for your business. I will let other people know about your business.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
And I push Tantalith out the door, handing him the goggles. Because I don't want to be seen giving them to you. I have to walk out the door to give them to you. Probably.
All good, man. I
me.
was just happy to watch a master at work.
Interesting.
Thank you.
The ring of protection is rarer than the cloak of protection.
What?
Despite offering
Yeah.
exactly the
Protections are
same.
uncommon. I think it's because the ring is so small and concealable and
Yes.
stuff.
Right.
Certainly. But you
Do
do
the other
find
guys,
one
I'll walk.
down the place.
Yeah.
Offering it for yes, offering it immediately for a price of 400 gold pieces. They have it on offer for.
Can I barter it down to 350?
Make a persuasion check.
Natural 20, 28.
Um. Less as a matter of being so enamored by a hero of Waterdeep. Rather, he sees you coming out of the other magic shop, and he's determined to give you a better deal.
He was just like listening to me in the other shop.
He has no idea what deal you got, but he does recognize that you are influential among the city by being a hero of Waterdeep. And so,
yes.
which is why the other was partly so willing to give you such a good deal.
Yeah.
Is that your word of mouth will give them more business to accommodate for whatever discount they gave you.
Yes.
This shop wants to get an even better account with you.
So basically, what is happening is I'm telling people outright that this other shop is good, and then as they walk past, I whisper to them, "But this place is better."
If that's how you do it, then so be it. But certainly you were able to fairly quickly talking down to the 350. I think you had said.
Yep.
Cloak of Protection you are able to acquire.
Thank you. And now you can do the other guys.
Yes. Anything any of the rest of you are after?
A
I'm
plus
still
one or
looking.
plus two longbow.
Certainly.
I'd be happy with a plus one, but if there's a plus two, that'd be good too.
Yep. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. That was a terrible roll.
Oh,
First roll upon leveling up was that great.
You are taking an extended period of time to look, and there are other people who would know to be looking out for it, so you can take advantage.
Thank you. Okay, that was a lot better.
Oh, there's the Wonder Fonder. Okay, I just accidentally found that in
Yeah, there you
D&D
go.
Beyond. Lol, that's cool.
So you are certainly able to find an assortment of magical bows. Some of them fairly minor, basically cosmetic enchantments upon them. Others are the more standard +1, +2. You do find some with +2 enchantments upon them. Sorry, trying to find the relevant rarity of that, which will just be a rare, won't it? Sorry. Looking to see if there are any other interesting things. There are
Any
also a
cool
couple of magical arrows that you find. If you were interested in those.
Potentially, yeah.
Those are far rarer. You only find a handful of them. And so will also be quite expensive. So more expensive than the bow, or at least as expensive as the bow for a single arrow of that type.
Let's start with the bow, I'd say, and then
Yep.
an arrow here, an arrow there, maybe at some point, but a bow will buff all arrows I shoot, whereas
Yes, quite right.
one arrow is a one-time thing for most of the enchanted arrows.
So you're able to find a +1 bow for being offered for about quite a good price actually. Some 250 gold pieces for a +1 bow you're able to find.
Okay. Is that something that can come out of the party fund? Let's yeah.
How much was it?
250.
Yeah, it's most of the party fund, but if everyone is fine with that, it's fine.
I don't think
Or-
everyone
or-
is here anymore.
Or I am
Well,
happy to front most of it.
I can front like I only have 49 gold, so I can front all 49. That's fine.
How much did you say? 250?
I can. We have not attempted to barter down yet either.
Attempt to barter down,
Yes.
but if you want, I can.
I was just.
I will
making
have
sure
Kareth
it was
make
some-
that check though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not there. Like he's probably calling me in for money, so.
Mhm. I just want to make sure it was something that I could still do, even if this check fails with my -1 charisma.
Yep.
Persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
Yeah, not bad. 15.
Not bad. Yep. They aren't quite willing to go too much lower on that one particularly. But they do look through and find a well used +1 longbow. That is 200 225, sorry, gold pieces.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit.
Napped, you should get this. I'm putting in game text chat.
Okay.
Or at least you
What
can
do you-
try and find one of these.
What is it?
I
Alright, so
forgot,
it's
I forgot that
225
was
now.
Yep.
Dan.
I'm looking. It's
Dwarf
taking
kind, yep.
time to-
But the bonus is because you're not a dwarf. I forgot it does that.
Yeah, I'm happy to front you 200 with you owing me 200 eventually.
Okay, I'll pay you back.
So you are.
Kelth.
Yeah, I'm just putting it in my notes.
Oh,
Okay, you're finding me 200, you said?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, I write everything down at platinum, so when
No,
you
you're-
plat-
It is the easier way to handle large quantities. Trade
Yeah.
bars beyond that.
Can't do so.
Uh, Also, Tim, in the long rest, can we do our proficiency stuff?
Absolutely, go ahead and do that.
So it's,
You can do it twice, because you're also having the more extended period of the period of downtime looking for all the magic items and stuff. You can also take a couple of hours to spar and train and do whatever.
Yeah, I reckon we should spend most of the next day doing this and then go back.
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah. What's the role for the proficiency stuff?
A relevant check. So what are you training in?
Light armor.
Yep, so that's
Proficiency.
a constitution check, I think I'd said.
Yeah, I think so. It's just D20 plus con.
And add that to your
Twice,
tally.
yeah. Yeah, cool.
I will also ask, what is your intent when you get back? Are you going to go straight down to 3rd level, or are you going to explore 2nd level a little further?
I
we
reckon
still got
second level
back,
hunt that
right?
last guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should hunt that last guy and then head down.
Yep. Rusina will probably have been taking his rest in the Goblin Bazaar, training with them a little bit, and having them keep an eye on the upper exit for the person going through.
Yep.
Which I will deal with the result of that later.
Mhm.
when we
What
come
is that
back.
item that allows you to... Is it the Cloak of Many Fashions that allows you to change your armor's appearance?
Sounds about right.
Hmm.
Are you looking for such a thing?
That's a very cheap, very common thing that I would be interested in getting, yes. Looking at a few other things as well at the moment.
Okay, that's all for me. I probably should go, so.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Go ahead.
So thank you, Tim. Thank
Yeah,
you for
thank
the
you.
lovely session.
Before
Excellent.
you go, Dan,
hmm
I should add person for you. Nope, sorry, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, just a second.
No, you're fine.
Because as you do take this long rest, you also take some time to train Sergei, and imbue in him a little bit of your power.
Yeah. We're making him level 1 bard.
Warlock.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't remember because
Vicious
talked about-
mockery.
we talked about what. Yeah, we talked about vicious mockery.
Yes. I have made a custom subclass specifically for him and his situation. He is now an unassigned character in the campaign that you are welcome to claim.
Thank you. I will just jump in there now.
Very cool.
This one.
So, I had a question spell-wise.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't decide. I want Summon Beast, but I also want what's the name of that spell? I just had it a second ago. I made it disappear. Where is it? Why can't I see my spells there? I also was thinking Spike Growth because isn't this the campaign that not too many people? Well, wait, no. This is the campaign we all have. We have Fireballs, so we're good AoE wise.
I've just taken Wall of Fire as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay, so I'll go Summon Beast. And I was wondering, was Healing Spirit any good? Because we don't have much health regen stuff.
No, we don't have much healing.
No, I mean I've got Cure Wounds and now I have Lay on Hands, so
I have whatever my wild magic
Which
is.
reminds me, Nat,
have
what are
some
you going with
self-healing.
for your level up?
I did the Paladin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fancy.
So we got a
Yeah.
little bit of Lay on Hands, but we still don't have a ton of
Lay
healing.
on Hands, not tons.
Better than
So
nothing.
getting a healing spell wouldn't be too bad.
But you are also many. There is quite a few of you, and so you are collectively more powerful than most groups going through.
Sure.
You just
There
innately
isn't
have
a
one.
super great other spell that we don't already have covered. I feel like doubling up on healing isn't a horrible idea.
Hmm.
Because I have plenty of movement.
Yeah.
We have a lot of detection stuff already.
Yeah, we've had instances where we almost lost people because we didn't
Yeah,
have
so now I have a healer's
Oh.
kit. It would make sense now, like, character-wise too, that after getting a healer's kit and also getting, having so many of those close calls to start thinking healing-wise.
Yeah.
Did you buy that healer's kit?
Did I buy it or did I use it? Or did I find it? Because it's the one that's 8 out of 10 charges. I think I found it.
No, that was the one I gave you.
Yeah.
Cool. You've because you hadn't written that down. I don't think when you said it, but you have it now.
I had it written down before.
Okay, because I
wrote it down
can
right
delete. I can delete it from mine.
All right. All right. I gotta get to bed, guys.
Go
Cool.
for it.
Nine.
Have fun, Tim.
That's it.
All right.
So I'm also going. So
The
Yeah,
fun
see you
thing I
guys.
have now is etherealness.
Oh, Ethereum
Nice.
is great. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how to filter by class in this magic item thing anymore. It's so annoying. Oh.
With that, I will end the session. End the stream, that is. Yeah. Was fun. I look forward to seeing how everything develops given the span of time.
Yep.
And I will clarify over text chat how long you're wanting to spend doing downtime and such.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll
I'll
make sure everything's
probably-
processed accordingly.
I'll probably, when we play next time, I'll probably go see Oranax, grab some of my gold, and I'll figure out the things I want. But I'm probably looking at least a cloak of many fashions or whatever it's called. But that's like a common item, I think it was.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Yeah, you would certainly be able to have gone and conversed with him and relayed your tales of everything you had done. Yeah, he would gladly part with a small portion of the gold that you have let him keep, let him reside over. Yeah, I will find that magic. I'll help you find that magic item and make sure it's dealt with accordingly.
Yeah, it was, I can't remember what it's called, because Cloak of Many Fashions, I think only just the cloak, whereas there's like an armor item or something that lets you change your armor's appearance, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure why you need that necessarily, because you change with your clothing, don't you?
Yes, but the clothing doesn't change. So I was looking at something that can make my clothing change, so when I do change, I can change what my armor and clothing looks like to match it or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I thought yours did.
I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure only my body changes.
Let me check your features. Features. Racial features.
Yeah, you change your appearance and voice. You determine the coloration, hair length, sex, height, weight, and then the racial stuff. Yeah, your
Clothing and equipment aren't changed by this trait. Yep. Okay, noted. Yep, I will find that relevant item, and make sure it is gotten to you.
Awesome. Oh, it might be glamoured. Hold up.
Anyway, all of this will be revealed next time.